Yo, chat. What is up? How's it going? I heard there was a handsome bearded man here. Where? Show him to me. I want to see him. What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday? Yeah, I only ever know what day it is by my pill container. That's how you know you're old. You have to. The only way you can tell what day it is by what day your pill container says to take your pills. I'm like an old man. But hey, everybody, what's up? Hope you're having a good one. We're gonna do some more Brawliseum today. Probably our last day of Brawliseum, honestly. Get back to duels next stream for Hearthstone. But playing as a little Brawliseum, a little Marvel Snap. So probably won't go as long tonight as last night. If they announced a mini set yet. No, typically we would get an announcement around next week, and then the week after that would typically be the launch. I think last year, I can show you on the calendar real quick. Last year, the announcement was maybe February 10th, Thursday, February 10th. And the release was Tuesday, February 15th, which I think, does that line up perfectly with this month on days? Oh no, so that would be equivalent to February 9th and February 14th. If it were the same as last year, which doesn't always line up perfectly, but usually pretty close. All right, so let's kick it off with some Brawliseum. I bought these runestones. I got to get at least one more run out of them, I think. I understand. I wanted to do some Blood Death Knight in particular. I wanted to do it yesterday, but we ran out of time. It was going to take 2 hours for a run or something, because Blood DK is such a, such a tough deck. Takes forever to win. Dude, data is still coming in all crazy, because like yesterday when we looked, like Blood DK was really high at both Diamond to Legend and Top 1000 Legend, but we've moved a ton since then. Unholy is now the best deck in the game at Top 1000 over the last 3 days, but if you look at the last 1 day, it's 4th, which is still pretty good. But Blood has collapsed. People came in to counter Blood, I bet, and but we're not really looking for that. We're looking at Diamond through Legend. So Frost and Unholy still really good at Diamond and Legend on the last day. Blood though still has cratered a little bit. That said, I still actually want to play Blood just for fun, because I love the idea of a big greedy control deck. So we're gonna play some Blood. And I'm probably going to end up tweaking my list a little bit. Dude, this list looks crazy. It's got Denathrius. It's got Lorthamar. My God, the greed on that list is insane. I don't know if greed is right for the Brawliseum or not. I wonder what people are playing today in the Brawliseum. I wonder if they've kind of tweaked a little bit of what they're running. Let's start with this list, and we might tweak it a little bit. Hey, Coop Tato, thanks for the 8 months, by the way. Welcome, Coop Tato. Had a 30-minute game as Blood versus Mage earlier and lost. Oh, I hate when you lose those. That's the hard part, isn't it? So, I think what we're most likely to see is Evolve Shaman. We actually didn't. Well, actually, we saw a lot of Death Knight last night. We saw both Bloods, and we saw a fair bit of Unholy as well. Unholy, theoretically, we have a lot of AoE to beat Unholy with the Blood Boils and Corpse Explosions of the world, so I don't think I want to tech too hard for the Unholy side of things. Evolve Shaman, we have cards like Asphyxiate, which can be pretty good to answer early threats. I think I might like to run an Obliterate or two for Evolve Shaman. Venomous Scorpion can also be kind of good there too. Just that poisonous is nice. I'm happy to see that in the deck. I see over the last 1 day we got Frost. Frost is all about life gain, so we want to make sure we have plenty of life gain. So that would give us Frost, Unholy, Evolve, Curse Imp Warlock is probably board clear based again. Big Spell Mage is going to be like value grindy. Okay. So against another blood, having a win condition like Mograine is probably the way to go against another blood deck. Just making sure we can win with Mograine. Didn't really have Mograine played against us much, but that's because we were playing Unholy yesterday, so they may have just been like they didn't have time for it. I'm wondering about the Far Watch Post. I feel like this is good against like card spam decks, but I don't think there are as many card spam decks right now. I have a feeling that's not going to be as useful. Unholy kind of has a lot of ones where you're doubling the cost and stuff. But I have a feeling it is one of the higher mulligan win rate cards in the deck over the last week or so. But that's just giving you something to do on 2. I'm gonna drop the watch posts. Yeah, Wing Burrito, I would, but save your points, man. I don't even have that turned on right now. You might want to use them. I feel bad. You might want to play me in a game or something someday. Those your opponents today were Big Spell Mage and Evolve Shaman. Okay, that's good insights. I still think Obliterate is actually a card I want to run. I think we're gonna need some bigger removal for both of those decks that you mentioned, right? That's really nice to think about. A 68 serves the same kind of purpose. Bran in here, is that a little greedy? It can be absolutely nuts with School Teacher, right? Okani against Big Spell Mage could be kind of cool because they don't have a lot of ways to work against Big Spell Mage. What else does Big Spell Mage have that's a good threat developer? They've got damage via Mordrash. They've got a ton of damage via Dawn Grasp. I have any way to disrupt a Dawn Grasp? We have Theatar could steal a Dawn Grasp. Kill the big stuff early. Don't have overtime healing quite as much though. Like Mograine never beats a Dawn Grasp in a damage race. I also have Astalor as well for damage. Be hard to out heal that. Do we really like Famished Fool in this deck? I've never played Death Knight with Famished Fool in my life. Doesn't seem to be bad in the deck if you look at drawn win rates. It's not terrible. What are the worst drawn win rates in this particular deck? Let's see. Worst drawn win rates in this deck are Mutanus and Zola, which do seem so greedy to me. Especially if you have stuff like Famished Fool. Oh, Famished Fool is actually the 3rd worst in this particular list. Okay, interesting. I feel like Mutanus is going to be less relevant in this particular meta. I'm going to cut Mutanus. We already have Theatar and Patchwork that kind of serve that same goal. Mutanus is just so bad against things like Unholy, right? And I think I'm going to cut Zola. Seems really greedy to me. Doesn't play for the board well. Doesn't beat Unholy. Like we saw some people do some crazy stuff like Brand, School Teacher, Zola, and everything, but that seems like shenanigans more than like a win. You took a Famished out. Okay, that's a good insight. Your hand felt too full all the time. We may think about that. I'm looking at what else here feels kind of weak. I mean, Bran is honestly a little weak. I do love some of the Bran turns though. Bran is so fun to play with. Bran Theatar, Bran Mograine, Bran Patchwork. There's some really fun stuff to do. So let's think about what else we could run that would help us here against things like Big Spell Mage and Unholy and maybe Evolve Shaman. Evolve Shaman is big cheat stuff early. What else has Evolve Shaman got that we need to worry about? Sea Giants, Glug, Tiny Toys. Yeah, I think we can do okay against a lot of that. Glug, we have things like Obliterates that help us answer the Glugs. Yeah, Soulbreaker might be worth it against Unholy. I'm tempted. I'm thinking about it. I kind of like the idea of a single Ashbringer. Just a little bit more healing and a little bit more Pressure. 6 mana though makes me hesitate a fair bit on that. I'm not sure how I feel about the 6 mana side of it. Dude, my brain was like, what expansions can we run? I went right back to duels. Dang it. I'm just always in duels. Do we need any weapon removal? I don't expect to see a lot of like rogue personally. I don't think we need a lot of weapon removal. Something like Doomsayer is kind of a fun idea. There are certain scenarios where that Doomsayer could really lock our opponent out, like Doomsayer, Soul Stealer type stuff. You don't like that as much because the Soul Stealer body itself has some value. Plated Beetles. Just thinking about what else here feels really good. Hey, Grumpy or Goat, what's up? Any cards that are just like a secret, like, oh yeah, that's perfect. That's gonna give us such an I actually always liked Enchanter, okay? I thought that was kind of cool. Extra healing. Makes Death Strikes kill like 4 12s. But it's one of those cards that gets a little bit stuck in hand, I think. Chilling about, keeping secrets the usual. Oh. Secrets, huh? Secrets are no fun. That's all I know about that phrase. I don't know. That's all I know. Save spell that didn't start in your deck. That's kind of a neat idea, right? Because a lot of the spells you get are like good, powerful frost spells or unholy spells. I mean, the frost spells would be pretty good for us on average, I think, but the unholy spells, maybe not so much. But imagine discovering like a nice Frostworm's Fury, nice Scourge. It's kind of a neat idea. I like that it's an early game minion as well. I just wonder if we're going to get a bunch of garbage unholy stuff. I'm going to add that for now and see how I feel about it. Let's think about what else could be in there. Vipers are interesting just because of tradability, right? Might not be terrible. Small little taunt draws could be cool, but we kept currently the Famished Fools. How do we feel about like cutting Famished Fools and adding Treasure Guards? Does that sound like a crazy thing to do? Wondering out what our card situation is going to look like. We have a lot of Discover. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I like the idea of lowering that curve a little bit just to help us slow down Unholy decks so that we don't die to Unholy, and then we're going to play for removal as we like stall, and then wipe. I think I like that in theory. The stalling helps a lot in this deck because you have the follow-up to it. You know, just saving yourself 5 health, still cycling into a card. That's useful when you have the ability to clear up after. And it could even help you find your removal too. I kind of like cards like Heartstrike. There's a part of me that likes Heartstrike better than Body Bagger because it's like, do we really need the Body Bagger on board? He is worth 2 corpses, which is great. But what is he stopping? You know, he doesn't trade well into Unholy. What does he actually shut down? Do I run Heartstrike instead? Because I don't really care if we get ahead on tempo as long as we have the ability to clear stuff. Is 2 corpses so worth it over the Heartstrike that I don't just like the ability to kill a Trog better? I think I like the ability to kill a Trog better. Yeah, I like the changes we've made to the deck so far. This feels good. I like this. Hey, no, Sam. 6 months until the next. You're at 63 months. What happens in 6 months? No, Sam. What's significant about that? Thanks, dude. That's funny. Appreciate the sub, dude. That's really nice. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. This is a fun list. We made some interesting tweaks. I wonder if they'll be better or worse, but just trying to meet the expectations of our opponents. All right, let's lock it in. Let's do this. See how it goes. I'm a lot more comfortable playing this kind of deck than the previous one. Weirdly, I know there's a kind of a meme that aggro decks are easy to play, but I don't actually think that's very true. Some are because they're just so face rolly, but some require a lot of nuance about like, okay, which of these threats, how does this mana? Because you know, in this deck we got 4 mana, we got Death Strike, we play Death Strike. In an aggro deck, it's like, oh god, I have 4 different ways to sequence this 4 mana because all my cards are cheap. which ones are going to lead to the most relevant threat development, which ones play around my opponent's removal the best. There's so many different decision points, really. Dude, I feel like Druid is tough for us. If it's a bigger Druid, I don't know, man. That seems like we're going to lose, doesn't it? If it's a smaller Druid, how do we win? Just trying to think here. What's the plan? What does Druid even play right now? There could be a smaller Druid. Aggro Druid, I think we'd have a better chance against than a ramp Druid. Okani seems good in either case. Or not really good against aggro, but he seems okay. The other two don't seem as good against aggro. Blood Boil seems good against aggro, and Treasure Guard seems good against aggro. So that's a little better. But a big old ramp Druid, I don't know, man. Okay, so that makes me think more rampy for sure. Yeah. So ramp Druids, we got to think about Astalors, of course, killing us. With Bran in particular, we got to think about Denathrius killing us. We got to think about Insatiable Devourers. We might actually need to play this game a little bit more on the aggressive side. Just get minions down, start whittling them down, and hope to kill them via our own Astalor, a Mograine, but they can gain a lot of armor too, so I don't know. This feels like a really tough matchup. This deck has a 56% win rate against Blood, which is not actually that insane, I guess. Pretty favored, but not... doesn't look unwinnable at all, does it? Treasure Guard for now, or let's just get the bigger threat down. 2-4 hits a little bit harder, who knows? Blood Tap doesn't seem like something we're really going to spend any time on. Plague Grain gives me a quicker Vampiric Blood. Army of the Dead, I don't think we're going to ever spend 5 mana doing that. That's tough. Yeah, Theatar would definitely give us some outs, yeah. Theatar could eat some cool big stuff. Whoa! Okay, that is not typical, right? I cannot imagine that being typical. Yeah. All right, so I think what we have here probably is an opponent who might be a little lower ranked in the Brawliseum. We can't do spell counter with coins, so we'll just do minion here. It's not ideal, but I just want to keep bodies on board. I want to keep pressure flowing as much as I can. So yeah, Lone Champion makes me worried that, I don't know, their deck may not be optimized, which is pretty sad when somebody spends 1,000 gold with a non-optimized deck and plays against really optimized decks. I mean, you know, maybe they'll win. Who knows? Maybe it's a cool, creative version and we're just gonna be dumbfounded. That would be awesome. I'd be happy for them. But I worry. I do worry. We'll see more cards though. Maybe Lone Champion was just a tech. Who knows? It's a great counter to Okani, by the way, but but again, kind of points to their deck being atypical. Might lack some of the crazy power plays. 7-3, nice, Katie Page. Yeah, we got a legendary too. Same exact results. That's cool. Could be a Mildred. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. We'll see. I'm rooting for them. I don't want them to be in a spot where their deck is bad. You know, like you don't want that for anybody in the Heroic Brawliseum. I hope their deck is awesome and surprising and they pull off a cool win. Sad thing is, you know, in standard we could kind of concede these games, but I can't really. I can't do that here. Sorry. I'm not that noble. I'm sorry. I'm not throwing away my own $10. You know what I mean? Like I gotta try my hardest. I'm not just gonna give it to anybody who's in that scenario. Again, they may not be. Let's see. Let's not write them out. They may own us. I'm hopeful. Then we could honorably lose. Feel good about it. So Famished Fool is almost ready to go, which is pretty nice. Plague Grain, Famished Fool. I kind of hope this dies, right? Yeah, that is again an interesting card to see. I think that's probably asphyxiatable. We'll just Plague Grain, Vampiric Blood, Asphyxiate here since we didn't get a good line. Obviously, there may be more future Asphyxiate targets that are nice, but we have more removal too. Death Strike would have been better if we had mana, but I played green first like an idiot. So ignore me. We don't really need the healing either, though. Save it for some healing. But we have Obliterates ×2 and another Asphyxiate for another big threat if needed. Not to mention Soul Stealers just handle big threats too. And Patchwork handles big threats. And Corpse Explosion can handle big threats. And Death Strike can handle pretty big threats. And Discover cards can handle big threats. And you know, 2 Heart Strikes and a trade can handle big threats. And yeah, you guys get the idea. Boy, they are hero powering a lot so far. No real like ramp here. All right. Boy, I just really want my cards to die. I guess we're just chilling out though, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna play this too soon. Just chill. Thank you, Famished Fool. Put him out of his misery. I'm not gonna drag it on any longer than I have to, I promise. I'm still rooting for them to win though. I want them to pull off something cool. Anubrakan. Oh, that's a twist. I did not expect to see that. I will tell you what. Lone Champion Druid of the Claw Celestial Alignment. I feel bad. This is why we try to say in every video, like, don't play the Heroic Brawliseum, right? Like, unless you're incredibly good at the game, super confident at the game. Again, though, let's not write them off. I don't want to doom them before it's time. Perhaps they've got something up their sleeve. This is just debating us. I don't know. But this is what we worry about, right? Is somebody playing a super unoptimized deck and yeah, Sunwell's a little too greedy. Dark Transformation's fine. It's good on our hero power sometimes. We worry about somebody spending $10 or the equivalent of 1,000 gold and having a terrible 0 and 3 experience because they're not equipped with the right decks, with the right knowledge. It's, you know, it's not their fault necessarily, just they don't really know what to expect. Because if they're playing in gold, they might think, hey, they always matching up against people who play similar decks to me. So I'm going to go in the Brawliseum and I'm going to play people with similar decks to me. And then they're opened up to this entire world where there's no MMR to protect them. And they're playing against the guy who's literally a career Hearthstone player with every card in the game for the last 8 years. And, you know, they're in a tight spot. Again, we're not writing them off. You worry. That's a cool play. I like that. Seems like a great, I was gonna say great obliterate target, but an even better patchwork target. Yeah, that's fine. Mounted Raptor. Okay. Maybe I should have traded in the Venomous, but I just like getting the 4/6 down, you know? Is there anything Barfu could do now to actually pull this game out, I wonder? See, I wasted my 1/1, man. But I got a 4/6, it's all good. So we got 7 here. Do we have any, no real direct damage here, do we? Wild Growth again? Okay, they're getting their mana back. They're gonna have some really nice cheap plays very soon. Honestly. But they're very close to death too. All right. They're literally hovering over Mograine to see what it did, I think, right now. I don't think they've ever seen this card. Dude, this feels so bad. This doesn't feel honorable at all. It looked like they were reading the card. Blizzard. Oh, dude, this sucks. Like, that feels so terrible to just know they spent $10 on this. Man. I don't feel heroic. I feel scummy. It's not my fault, you know. I didn't pick it, but man. That's somebody who's new to the game. They just built the deck with the cards they had. They're used to playing, you know, other new players and low collection level people in ranked. They probably play standard and think, oh yeah, whatever, I'm gonna get matched up against the normal opponents. I do fine. Yeah, and instead they get bullied. You know, the expectation being that they're gonna have a fair matchup when it's really not fair for them. It just feels bad. That's why I think there needs to be more clear disclosures and expectations set when you enter the Heroic Brawliseum. There are warnings of sorts, right? There are indicators of what's happening, but I don't think they're sufficient for that sort of player, right? For us, we understand the consequences. Like, you get it. You're watching this. You understand. You know the reality, but remember that might have been a 60-year-old mom who's just like picked up Hearthstone to play for fun or something. You know, we don't know. It might have been a kid. There's no big warning that says, hey, you're about to get eaten alive by this bearded idiot who has 50,000 people are about to watch you get eaten alive. That needs to be the warning in this case. Sorry, you're gonna be on a YouTube video. At least we're sympathetic. That's all we can do. Okay, hand's a little discovery right now, but we'll probably get a 3 going, honestly. Just get an importer in first. Yeah, little Timmy got beat by Regis. I just became his nemesis. I'll track him down. I'll find him. Regis took my $10. Yeah, I don't know about playing this deck against Rogue at all, honestly. Maestro Rogue still, okay. Horn of Winter seems the most useful for us on average. What on earth is this deck's play against Maestro Rogue? Our win rate against Miracle Rogue is 55%. Thief Rogue, though, only 45%. Which, that would be Maestra. It seems like they might be able to just generate some shenanigans that beat us. Right? That's, I think, the fear here. This feels like we might have a bit of a objection risk, but not too big of a risk. We're not committing to anything crazy here. Yeah, is Tomb Guardians going to be more disruptive, or is the discover value of Frost Strike a little more interesting? Let's think about what a Thief Rogue is going to be playing. Cheating out big stuff, maybe. I don't know, I just feel like 4 mana, it is kind of nice to have this next turn, actually, but we haven't tested Counterspell yet. So that's a thought. We have the Horn of Winter. We could use this turn to maybe test the Counterspell. How do you guys feel about that? I don't feel very good about it, because we don't have much to do. It would just be hero powering. Curious. Slightly choppy? Ah, explosive runes. Okay, so that makes that safe next turn. That's nice. Is the gameplay choppy, or just the stream is dropping? Oh, I see it dropped some frames, I think. It's probably the internet, guys. Sorry. Had pretty good stream internet lately, so I might have just jinxed it. We haven't had too many disconnects lately. It's been good. I think I jinxed it, though. Is this something we want to use later and get a school teacher down now, or just get these going? We don't have the corpses yet, so I think this is fine. Yeah, Frost Strike fits our plan a little more. Currently don't really have any I don't know, no like big plays. I guess we got some nice healing here. I mean, No Muncher's a good card. That's kind of a big play, I guess. It's honestly a pretty big play. Let's see if they cheese out anything crazy. I saw who was it? Asmo, I think, cheated out like a double Pyroblast with a Rune of the Archmage on turn 3. He Pyroblasted the opponent for 20 on turn 3. Oh, I don't know if he even won the game. I could envision that losing you the game, because it's about face damage too much and you didn't actually do anything to the board. You kind of sacrificed your turn for damage, but pretty insane to deal 20 damage on turn 3 with a Rune. That's a highlight for sure. It would be an exciting highlight to get on stream, I know, for me. Great answer here, of course. We like this. Frostworm's Fury, that could definitely lock down a scary board if anything happens. I like that pretty well. Still only 2 corpses there, so let's just do this guy. Would love a vampiric blood of some kind, probably. Really got them on the back foot here. We really won the board early. I really like these 3-drop discovers in this deck. We have a lot of just playable 3s if you look. So we're not totally sacrificing any tempo early when we're playing against a bit of a slower game plan, you know. We still have ways to sort it out. We've got Baron, Vizier, Pandaren, Treasure Guard, and Scorpion. So we have kind of 10 playable 3s. I would say Bran and Renathal. I mean, Renathal's fine too, I guess. Not as good maybe, but they're not bad. So Deathstrike here seems okay. I think it's time to Theatar. No Muncher doesn't seem right here. Deathstrike's just a little too clean. I wonder if we go for this now that we have the 4 corpses. I kind of think so, right? All our other plays, good 7s and stuff. I like it. I think we're getting really close to kind of ending the game, frankly. We have Frostworms can go face. No Muncher can kind of go face for damage too if we get them low enough. So there are ways to end this soon. And this is just a really sticky, annoying board. Okay. We can Frostworms that and go face for sure. I'll hit for 6 and 5. I don't have any lethals here, do I? If I hit for like 6 and no, these are all 2 health. I can't get them quite that low. This seems perfectly fine. Lock down this board and hit really hard. So now no Muncher becomes a lethal threat pretty soon. Although I need to get them to 1 first. But can I even deal with this board, right? That's the hard part. A very intimidating board here. Clean the scene. That's not bad. Dang. It's a great answer. I mean, it wipes out your own board, but that's not bad at all. Can they answer this guy too? They can. Perfect turn. Currently, they don't play anything, though. Muncher just kills them. Ah, okay. Good job, Muncher. Muncher man. I mean, that could be 0, I guess. Let's see. Hold up. They might play something. Oh, they play the null, but that's fine. Muncher doesn't care. He's gonna hit face. Null is too big. Thank you, Mr. Muncher. Good win, good win. I just love decks like this. This is my favorite kind of Hearthstone deck, really. I love it. We're gonna lose soon, but I love it. I don't think I realized Gnome could go face. It can, yeah, just as low as held enemy. That's why it's so insane, I think. It's really good. Mage. I lost to a freaking mech mage playing Blood DK. Yikes, that's... I could see it, though. They get too good of an early swarm going. Your, like, blood boils and stuff don't really answer a lot of those minion shapes. I'm not expecting to see a mech mage. I'm expecting to see a big mage here, big spell mage. I think we can keep these. Deathstrike. I guess Deathstrike doesn't really have too many good targets in a big spell mage, does it? Our win rate against big spell mage, by the way, is 34%. Holy moly. That is very bad. I think the Varden just grinds you down. Let's look for a better suite of stuff. I think Theatar is probably right. I think Obliterates are better. Asphyxiates are better. I think we have to have better plays. Deal 6 hits so few interesting targets. There are some things like Apprentices and Evokers that are fine, but they're not really what you're looking to kill. Not what you're trying to do work on. Watch Post is a great Heart Strike target. That's totally fine. This is why I wanted the Heart Strike instead of the Body Bagger, right? Just, yes, less corpses, but more easy answers early. The Body Bagger would not have killed that. Would have taken forever to get through it. Nightcloak Sanctum at least is slow. Okay. Give us some time to get the Pandaren rolling, get some stuff moving. Here, what are we looking for? That's the freeze can be useful, yeah. It's I think life gain could be cool to try to outlast things like a Dawn Grasp, but I know I need answers to big threats as well. So Howling Blast can provide that. Can freeze a target. It's not the best card we have by any means, but it's okay, I guess. We do need to play this coin soonish, going into turn 6 for the Barbaric Sorceress in particular, I think. Not a great coin turn right now, but we'll try to find one, try to line one up. Is Blood my favorite rune type? Oh, for sure, yeah. I like them all pretty well, honestly. I'm attached to Frost because it won me $12,500. So that was great because I played Frost in the show match and we won. So that was awesome. I owe Frost a lot of money. But I like the playstyle of Blood. Control, healing, life gain. That's more my jam. It feels really fun to play.
That's right.
Mailbox, freeze, okay. Yeah, we just don't answer this shape of board very well. We are not good at this type of board. Probably just tempo a dude here. So they can go for coin sorceress here. They can go double coin sorceress. I have a lot of cheap spells in my hand right now is my big fear about that. What do I want to do? Howling Blast a 3/2, or maybe Obliterate a 3/2. Take a coin, double coin into an Okani kind of thing. That's not what I meant to do. I mean, this is not my favorite play by any means, but I want to dump these coins. The only concern I have is that Okani is so good later. But I just think he's better right now to trade on board. I guess we just take minion, right? Because if they go for that play we talked about, we'll shut it down. Also could be a Belinda too. Coin Belinda. They could kill this with a 2/2 if they get lucky. But if they have to spend mana, they're not probably going to get to a Belinda. Like if they have to ping, right, it's going to be hard to get to Belinda stuff. Because they go to 3 and then back to 5. So we might just slow them down if nothing else. Okay. So Flurry is fine. I'm a decent answer to the Okani as well, honestly. Again, we wanna dump coin here. I think. Feels bad, but I really don't have anything to coin that's meaningful. But it's probably worth dumping anyway. Just throw it away. Going into 6, I mean, I don't have that big of a hand. It's kind of technically a little premature. I have two threes in hand anyway that they might hit regardless. I mean, maybe we take the chance here.
Clever, aren't you?
I think we hold it, actually. I think we're gonna hold it. We'll take a chance. It's a 1 and 3, and it's like, whatever. If I lose it, it's not the end of the world anyway. Belinda off the top instead. Okay, so coin preserve for now. That's good news. Here we could just probably asphyxiate. Renathal looks okay. Yeah, especially since we have 2 of them. Vizier, I'm gonna try to wait for a better moment, I think. Coin Soul Stealer here if it lands. I wonder if it will land though. I think they're gonna play one of these, right? I think it will. Again, we're gonna take the risk. 1 and 3. Hey, Yavazul, thanks for the 8 months, and Zags fans, thanks for the 17 months. Yeah, I like that perspective. You'd rather than make your coin useless than make the other spells useless. Yeah, I mean, the 3 mana difference on their spell I don't think is so significant either that it's a big punish, right? If they get a 0 mana big spell instead of a 3 mana big spell, am I really that heartbroken? No, I don't think so. This is a pretty unfavored matchup, though. We got to figure out a way to get ahead here, guys. We're not really advancing our advantage at all. We're just kind of chilling right now, which that makes me pretty nervous. Might be a decent muncher turn. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Since he's expensive, we don't have a lot of moments to get him in cheaply here. They held onto those spells, so I wonder what they are. The Belinda spells. They traded a Drakefire that cost 10, it looked like. 5 mana rune. They just wanted me to be a little more ahead on board pre-rune, which that makes sense. I get it. Oh, extra big spells. My goodness. Jellyfish. This is burning cards, right? Burning a Reckless. Okay, that could limit their damage a little. That was the better target for us, thankfully. First Flame's good, though. Hold Case is good. Man, Rune is putting in some work. Jeez. Finally a decent result there. Play more stuff. Is this the Soul Stealer turn? It doesn't feel like it, does it? This board's really not very intimidating. My only fret right now, though, is that I don't actually have like a Blood Boil in hand or a Corpse Explosion type card. This could definitely find me some better answers, though. I just don't think this is Soul Stealer worthy yet, right? We know we've got Drakefire boards. We've got, what is that card called? The big Arcane Defender boards, which are good against spells in particular. So let's see what's up here. There's the Blood Boil. That's not too bad against this board. We kill 2 things instantly, and these also are clean math. It's probably fine time to Blood Boil. I don't really net a lot of healing value, unfortunately. A little bit, because these are going to hit me in the face, probably. Could just Death Strike one of these in hero power, but I think this is fine. Empiric Blood, we don't actually have the corpses right now. This is okay. Solves 2 problems and starts solving 2 more. You kind of expect this 3-2 to trade in, but that's all right, too. Worried, of course, about Dawn Grasp still, though. I don't know how to beat Dawn Grasp Hero Power. They did lose a Reckless, which is a little bit of damage gone, but I just don't know how to beat that. I need to Theatar Dawn Grasp. But I think they could start playing it just about any moment, really. I also feel like I need some card draw, by the way. This might be Soul Stealer worthy, by the way. This is a little bit more awkward of a board shape to deal with. Asphyxiate, it's not, I mean, I could really get by with an Asphyxiate if I wanted to save the Soul Stealer for some Drakefire Amulets later. Because that 4-2 is going to die anyway. It's just leaving a 5-6 if I Asphyxiate now. Could maybe School Teacher first as well and see if we find a good answer. Leave a 5-5 on board if I Hero Power. That's not the end of the world, maybe. I don't like baiting them into stronger play. Let's start here. Another Asphyxiate's the perfect answer. Defrost is good too, though. I need cards. Yeah, that's fine. We're light on resources right now. Can't use Obliterate, but Asphyxiate's okay. I'm gonna play the coin this turn, probably just to Hero Power finally. Oh, dude, that delay. I was like, what? It's not working? I thought it was broken, guys. I was about to have a meltdown. I thought the game was screwing me. Did you guys? Oh, maybe my. Oh, I think I DC'd a little bit. The stream is disconnecting. Oh, maybe that's why the delay was. Although, no, I don't think so, because you guys wouldn't have. I don't know. My game is working, guys. You don't see me. The stream is reconnecting. Oh, hey, it's back. It's back. It's back. It's back. Guys, I didn't even guys, it's just the stream this time. The game was fine. I had a tiny micro stuttering game of like literally 3 seconds, and then it went away. But I didn't miss any of my turn or anything. I got a what did I get? You guys didn't see it. I got a where's the, oh yeah, I got a defrost and drew 2 cards because we were getting a little light on stuff, I felt like. Yeah, we didn't drop from the game, thankfully. I got rid of that coin finally too, by the way. What is this gonna be, man? Rune? Ah, Dawn Grasp. Sadly, we didn't get to disrupt the Dawn Grasp. It's gonna make it hard, man. This hero power just farms, you know? It's a really good hero power. It's a fairly weak Dawn Grasp result, I guess, if I think about it. Oh, that actually makes it hard to remove this board. Soul Stealer gets wrecked, right? Well, hold up. If it's minion, I'll just destroy the Okani, and if it's spell, we can just Soul Stealer. So this is actually totally fine, right? Yeah. Okay. These are enough that I have to Soul Steal. This is bad enough. This is annoying. 15's a lot of damage. We are getting light on answers to like Drake Fires though. It's gonna be tough. We're getting low on health too. Oh, that's an Astalor, I bet. Oh, Parrot. Okay, is that Arcane Defenders again? Yeah, dang, dude. Is this so hard to beat, bro? Corpse Explosion here would be really nuts if I hit it, and I'd have the mana left. I could Blood Boil in an emergency if I don't. But I kind of like playing the Bran here.
I'll find the answer.
I'm curious if we can hit a Corpse Explosion. Mograine's too slow this game. We're too much on the back foot. We'll take the Muncher here for later. Oh, I only have 5 corpses. Oh, but this is gonna die, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm an actual genius. We can trade this in too, I guess, right? It's the same difference, isn't it? Gotta go to 6 regardless. Just ease my conscience a little bit here. Ease my confidence a little. Okay, that's a good answer. That was nice. Maybe there's a world where we win this game in fatigue somehow. Like we just slow them down enough, you know? Parrot again. Just 1 this time, though. All right, that's a little more manageable. Hero power is also not getting jacked up just yet. I think we can probably get away here with a Scorpid and a Muncher. I hate leaving 10 out, but I don't have a great option right now. Blood Boil is not perfect by any means.
I'll find the answer.
Do we like? No, I like this. It actually contests the 5/6 pretty well. Remorseless Winter is probably the play for later. Not again perfect, but it's okay. This does give them a ping target, unfortunately. Which we do want to limit those as much as we can. We can't do it forever though. All right, yeah, we're getting a little exhausted on good plays, man. I really need another Soul Stealer probably. These stupid parrots, man, put out so much threat. Arcane Defenders in particular are hard to deal with. Poker, that's not too threatening, thankfully. Really use like a Death Strike to heal up a little, man. We're getting low. Astalor kind of heals. Viziers can find a Death Strike. Let's see. They did. Wish I could hit a 5/6 with it though, huh? Sunwell is too greedy. That's crazy. No way, that's right. Probably another Blood Boil, but boy, I don't know if we're gonna have great times to use this. I like that it's cheap, but Howling Blast is also cheap and awesome. That's probably better against the Drake Fire Amulets of the world. I'm thinking about my life total a little bit. I don't know. Freezes are interesting. How many targets are Blood Boils gonna hit is the thing, right? I don't know. This is a kind of a tight game here, I think. We gotta be careful. Astalor is good to get going though. So we're 28. I feel like I'm so light on resources constantly this game. Ping face already. This is a reckless turn. Oh, it's already the Mordresh turn. Okay. Dang. I am at 10, bro. That is not very nice. So, like, this does actually answer... it does answer that, but it leaves 8 out. I feel like I kind of have to Howling Blast right now, right? So maybe it's these 3. Blood Boil to heal, Howling Blast to freeze, and Remorseless Winter to clear. Could actually just Hero Power to clear that as well. Like, I think this always happens. Do I want to draw a card or not is the question, right? What would I draw that changes my mind a little bit? Maybe a Death Strike? Let's play all 3. I think drawing a card is important here. It's a little bit overkill, but it's important.
Talk, little Death Knight.
Heal 4 is not insignificant. Also makes a Hero Power kill that next turn, or a next round of Blood Boil if I want a Blood Boil. Like if they go for Drake Fire here, we might just like Blood Boil Treasure Guard or something. I think it heals 4 even though it dies on the first ping, right? So that turn was like a little excessive, you know, we kind of used too much to solve those problems. Oh boy, that is annoying. That is really annoying. I mean, thankfully this is not a particularly threatening minion though. That's good news. This is gonna die anyway, so. Heart Strike. I think we're just going here, right? This doesn't feel like Blood Boil to me. Since we have the taunt, I feel sort of safe here. I wouldn't say safe, but safer anyway.
Our gift of frost shields us.
All right. 18. I mean, there is a chance we could try to fatigue this out, but it's going to be so hard. They still have Reckless Apprentice and so many hero powers. I just need to find enough life somehow. But I really need like Death Strikes to heal, you know? No Munchers heal. So Vampiric Blood would be insane to cycle and heal. Oh, a Vampiric Blood is probably our best draw, right? Just to give us time here. Those are going to be too big, aren't they? Oh, Rush too is gross. Extra damage. Caligos is gross. Gotta kill that. Well, now I kind of need Soul Stealers. Now I don't know. Corpse Explosion, I guess, could be enough. We're going to go to 10. Hero Power, Corpse Explosion would be 11. Can't quite get through the Apprentice in that case, though. Let's see what we draw here. Oh, they're going to just not do the 3 to face. Okay, take the clear instead. School Teacher. So Heart Strike kills Onyxia. Blood Boil is not enough, obviously. That leaves crazy damage out. Astalor does not feel like enough. That leaves crazy stuff out. Famished Fool, unfortunately, is pretty far off still. I think School Teacher is more likely to find me an interesting card, but I don't even know what it is. Asphyxiate kills a Calicos, I guess. After a Heart Strike. Maybe a Vampiric Blood is good, like we talked about. Okay, yeah, that's good. Great start. I think this has to get played. Still don't have good answers. I guess a Corpse Explosion answers this board, by the way. Scorpid does not, but might be my best bet. Maybe I could get what for 2 mana? Another Vampiric Blood, but I have to Heart Strike this turn. I think the question is, I think I Treasure Guard in that case, right? I think we kind of have to Treasure Guard. I'm really worried about this Calicos, obviously, but Hopefully if this dies and draws me like a Soul Stealer, we'll have gotten through another like threatening board if they go for like another Drakefire Amulet. I think they had an extra Drakefire Amulet though, right off that that thing from way earlier. The rune into the brilliant thing. Hey, Fikar, dude, thanks for the 17 months. Thanks for the great YouTube vids. Oh, no worries, man. Hopefully this makes a good one. This is a hard-fought battle and a very unfavored matchup we learned. This is only a 35% win rate for us. But we're giving it a go. I mean, we're doing our best, right? I think we got a chance. I don't want to have to do this 3 or 4 more times. Man, this is tough. It's going to be hard. Rune for zeros, always terrifying. Maybe it'll backfire, draw them a million cards. Okay, that damages their board a little. That might help me. Blood Boil suddenly a little tidier. Blood Boil heals more again, but boy, 10 mana Blood Boil is not going to feel good here. They are drawing a ton, but got a good board out of it too. And it's hitting me for a million. Man, what in the world? Shooting Star again? Soul Stealer. Oh my god, I was right. It drew the Soul Stealer. Okay. Play something else. Play another Drakefire, bro. Get greedy. Get greedy. Get greedy, bro. Okay, that's not greedy-ish, but still nice. Still useful. Deathstrike 2 is interesting for later. Hate that it costs 5, though. So I'm at 12. We actually should be safe at 12, I think. We've already seen Mordrash. We've already seen both Recklesses. So it's really just 3 still, right? Yeah, 3 still. So this or this could be enough to heal me out of this, but I'm worried about just making 2 big dragons again. I don't answer that very well. Oh, they don't even have a spell in hand. Okay. Intriguing. So Deathstrike does kill that 3/7. Oh, Astalor isn't coming though. Oh god. Well, that's gonna be a lot of unavoidable damage, isn't it? This is a decent Blood Boil. If I wasn't frozen, it'd be a really good Blood Boil, but I just don't think I can spend 10 on a Blood Boil here. If it was 5, it would be so perfect, dude. Maybe this is like a Deathstrike Corpse Explosion. Feels like a waste, though. Deathstrike Hero Power leaves 4 out. Astalor sometimes clears, but I'm almost dead. Blood Boil heals 6, but leaves a 3 and a 3. So I'm at 13, maybe even 11. I do think I'm alive to a Blood Boil here.
I'll find the answer.
Usually alive, because they don't have the Astalor yet. They have to play another Astalor turn. So then I could Deathstrike Astalor, but am I dead to the 16 after that, I wonder? I'm just never going to get time to play this Blood Boil if it's not now. Deathstrike Hero Power Scorpid's a little safer, weirdly, but I don't know, man. It might be Blood Boil time. Another Blood Boil for later. I don't think that's going to matter, but let's try this for now. Is this actually safer? I don't know, man. It's a little safer because I have a better board and I have a cheaper Blood Boil now. Seems like I'm dead, though, maybe. Do they just have lethal? What's lethal here? Pyroblast randomly or something? What is that? Oh. Oh, yeah, I did not expect to see that. Okay. Pyro's not common. That is just a big tech conclusion for them. For some extra burst. Kind of feels anticlimactic. I feel like we were having this really, really honest, nice dance of value and resources, and just had the Pyroblast the whole time. Huh, okay. So we were dead to either of those plays, by the way, because we left 3 up if we Blood Boiled, which put us to 13, 3 plus 10, so. Huh. All right, well, I'm gonna take a pee break, guys. I'll be right back. That was a fun game. I hate losing super long games, but that's gonna happen. I think we gave that as good of a go as we could. For a 35%er, we were close. I'm proud of that. Just you know, whatever. It happens. So I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna pick up my phone and hit the. Alrighty, we're back. Oh, I really don't want to do that again, dude. Like, that's just the 35%er with the tech extra damage. That was miserable. Again though, I'm really happy with how we played it. I actually think we played that really, really well. I think we got every last inch of our deck basically. Just wasn't in the cards, you know. Bad matchup, made even worse with a Pyroblast, and still gave it a real go. Okay, so let's trust that maybe this is a, well, either blood or unholy. Well, we've seen Frost too. I can't really say that with confidence. I think I like Baron best here to get more choices though. As an early card, this could lead us down more paths overall for more answers to more kinds of decks as we try to solve what this is. Which is good. No Renathal. So I'm thinking not blood in that case. Unlikely to be blood. Probably more likely to be unholy or Frost. What do we prefer for us? What's our higher win rate matchup here? Let's see, hold up. Tempo Astalor. Yes, yeah. We don't care about Mana Thirster. We're not a Mana Thirster. Whoops, wrong deck, wrong deck, wrong deck. Our matchups here against Death Knight, we are a little more favored against Frost, but both are a little over 50% basically. So, slightly favored in both cases. Astalor, I have not seen Astalor in Unholy, so I think this is definitely Frost.
The citadel stands strong.
Almost definitely, let's say. So in that case, we're probably going to be thinking a lot about life gain. We're going to need some removal, but not a ton. It's going to be more about prioritizing our life total. Getting our life total as big as we can, as fast as we can, is going to be our goal, I think. So Vampiric Bloods. Stuff like Death Strike is good. Blood Boil might be okay-ish. There are some boards that is decent against that. Man, they're playing nothing. What is in their hands? They're missing any chip damage. Oh, no, it's blood. Oh, my God. It's just not... Oh, my God, what a twist. It's just not Renathal blood. Okay. That's fine. There is a very popular non-Renathal deck, which I think that will make us slightly favored, honestly. We just tempo 5/5. Does feel a little premature, but I don't have a lot else going on. 5 armor is potentially quite useful in this matchup, though I will acknowledge. Maybe we just do this and don't worry about the discount, right? Discounts won't matter as much. We're not looking for tempo here. We're just looking for ultimately good cards. Scourge would indeed be a nice card to discount, but it's just too high value to pass up. Let's do it. Let's just do it. It's fine. So this is 9 cards, 10 cards if both these die. So we're gonna have to kind of dump the hand a little bit next turn, maybe. Get rid of something that doesn't generate a card back anyway. Oh, they give up the armor. Yeah, they're just going for the early Estalor. Okay. Coin just to create hand space, sure. Trade Heartstrike here is a good way to dump cards. We like that. That's gonna put me back at 9. That's fine. Death Strike is probably the play, yeah. Life gain is valuable. Right? So we're actually getting more free whittling here, but whittling doesn't necessarily do a lot in this matchup because that is not permanent damage typically. Oh, Pandaren in their deck. Okay, that's not in the most popular non-Renathal deck on HS Replay, so now I don't know. Could this be a Reno deck? I doubt it, really. Doesn't feel like it to me, but maybe. Okay, just took some 1/1s. That's certainly not too scary. This kind of feels like a Blade Master Okani turn for lack of anything better to do. It's not going to be the most key card anyway in this matchup, I don't think. Just need to dump a card here, essentially. I guess I'm gonna play a Pandaren as well. Yeah, I guess. Should have done this first, I suppose. Did I pick minion? I meant to pick spell, honestly, but I zoned out thinking about my next play. I actually have no idea what I picked. Tomb Guardians, none of that's very good for me. Let's just take Mograine to make our corpse explosions better later. Did I take minion, guys? I mean, there are some good 7-mana minions, so it's not crazy, right? They might just try to get like a Mograine here or a Patchwork here or something. Not a terrible idea. I just kind of like spell better. I think that since they're behind, I think they're more likely to play a spell in this case. Yeah, that's right. I'm mind gaming myself, so how can the opponent possibly keep up, right? That's excellent logic there. I like that a lot. If I don't know what I'm doing, how can the opponent know what I'm doing? That is brilliant, honestly. Yeah, probably this trio for 8 feels good. Yeah. Okay, let's take that out, I guess, so that we get a slightly better target on the Muncher. We aren't using a lot of healing on the Muncher, but I think just using him to clear minions still gets some value for us, and eats removal, of course. Next turn, we basically... Oh, spicy. I was going to say we wanted to be ahead into this turn because of the Scourge. I thought this would assure that, but unfortunately, the Sylvanas has changed that math for us a little bit, hasn't it? Now I'm sad. I really wanted to go into this turn and Scourge into an empty board. It's gonna be hard perhaps to get a board back that feels good for the Scourge now. I mean, Blood Boil is fine. Do I obliterate the Sylvanas? I don't even really need the healing. Maybe this is still okay. Just force them to clear their own minions. I think the fear there is that they get a free 12 damage to face, which you don't love. Right? That doesn't feel very good.
Clever, aren't you?
But they are a blood deck. We're not expecting them to have a ton of damage, although we do know that they have Astalor. So they do already have some damage that's meaningful. What if Scourge summons Frost Whisper? Then you get banned from my chat forever. That's what happens. Oh my god, you're done. See you, buddy. I hope it was a good run. 999 plus messages and you're gone. It's good knowing you, dude. Tokito, sure it's a shame to lose 1,000 messages. Yeah, it's like you willed it into existence, bro. But I do have Bran Astalor, right? So maybe it's actually good news? If we think about it? Can it just be good news?
Our gift of frost.
Maybe you're not banned after all. Maybe you just gave us the win. Right? Maybe you got us the victory, dude.
My blood for the Lich King.
That's even more damage for Bran Astalor, yeah. Yeah, no, Sour Fang is totally free in this game because we're gonna die anyway. So yeah, absolutely fine to Sour Fang. They're 26. I mean, this is now what, 28? Kind of forgot, but 32 with the Noxious. Oh man, a little heal there. Again, another Sylvanas. What is that from? Zola. Oh yeah, I didn't see them Zola because I was yelling at you too much, chat. Surely this is still lethal, right? There's no way this is not lethal. This has to be a lethal, right? What do I have? 10, 15 plus, what did I say? 28? 30, yeah. 100% lethal. I do need board space, though. For the Noxious. What do they have? 9. They have 50. I have 28 plus 15. It's actually not lethal. If I clear the 5/4, do I have a guaranteed lethal that way? Like if I obliterate for 2, I think probably right. Or I'm actually better off hitting the 5/5. And then just Astaluring. That Astalure will clear that, of course. This has to be right. I'm too lazy to count, but it has to be. Has to be, right? Oh my god, tell me it is. Tell me it's lethal. Tell me I didn't mess it up. No! It's not. How is it not lethal? How is that not? Oh my god.
Drink with me, friend.
Dude, Takeda, you're gone. You're actually gone. How was that? How is that not enough? Was there a way to do more damage? Was there a way to do more? Are they dead now? Is there any way to kill them now? I don't see how. I don't have any board space. Dead. How was that not enough, dude? I just thought for sure that was enough. It just felt like it was a billion extra. I don't guess we had it then, right? That was the most damage I could do with my board space. Because if I traded to make board space for the Noxious, I lose damage because I heal. I guess it just wasn't there. Was there any sequence that makes that a lethal? I don't see it. It's one less from the obliterate. Then what? This is not even the right game. What the heck? Show me the game, HS Replay. Let's see. We can solve this. So, okay, here we are. 5 spots on board. Remember, that's important. Oh, this 2/2 screwed me. This 2/2 getting summoned is what screwed us, isn't it? If it wasn't for the 2/2, we could have gotten there. So they have 41 and 9. 50 health is our target. We have Astalor Bran is 28. We have onboard attacking 10. No, 15. So that's 43. Obliterate only does 5, which is 48 instead of 50. So it's 2 off. Do we have any mechanism to get there then? Remember, we have to play the Bran first, or we can never Bran Astalor. So Bran has to go down first. Obliterate's the only 2 mana play that's cheaper. There's no space for a Cadaver. Because if you could Cadaver, you might be a little bit off. I don't think it was there this turn. Yeah, 2/2s don't have rush with these. These are just normal. 48 was our max damage. Now, if we'd held a turn, could we have won on the final turn, I think is the real question, right? Because even if we didn't kill him this turn, would he have Reno'd or not, I think, is what we have to ask ourselves. Like, was this our best turn to do it in case he didn't have a like number one, we didn't know he had a Reno, so you know, that's challenge number one. We did mention it, by the way. We did mention it, but we didn't know. So number one, if there's no Reno, is it still right to go because we have like damage in hand? Maybe, probably not, because you expect them to be able to heal a little bit. I think you always want to try to save it for the final turn. If he had Reno'd, if he would have been it from like 25 or something, I don't know what the The damage output without the Astalor wasn't super high, but we could have gone, you know, just whatever, Death Strike and hit with minions and tried to save it for a final turn. Still went off with Obliterate, Sour Fang, 2 damage, dude. You can't do all that, so that's not relevant, right? There's not board space. We gotta have room for Bran, Astalor. If you trade something in... Oh, well, I guess we could have... No, there's no mana either. You gotta have 10. Bran is 0, Astalor is 8, Obliterate's 2. Yeah, true. He could have just always Reno Brewmastered, yeah. That's a good point. So we might have been doomed anyway, unless he just decided not to Reno. But your point is right, that he knew we had 1 turn only anyway, so would he just Reno regardless? There is maybe a world where he decides not to Reno and just plays for a board clear instead, maybe? That could be a slightly better line for him. Yeah, if we traded and Plague Spread of the Reno, but I don't think we ever would have done that. We would have cleared the dude with removal if we didn't go Bran, because we always wanted to not heal. Dude, what a crazy game. Taquito, where did Taquita go? Taquita! I didn't actually ban you. Just so you know, I'm just memeing. Yeah, the grain crate screwed us, right? We would have had lethal if not for the grain crate, because I could have... well, actually, is that true, though? I'm not sure. Is that actually accurate? We wouldn't have had... Wouldn't it have been kind of the same as the Obliterate? Didn't the Obliterate and the Noxious Cadaver do the same amount of damage? Because both just clear a or even less actually, clear a minion. Like this did 5 and this only deals 4, and I don't have mana for both. So I don't even think that would have helped. I think it was just literally 2 off. The stupid double muncher steal is really what got us there. Man, that felt like a real opportunity. I'll watch a video real quick, guys. Sorry.
The Lich King versus Rexa.
I hear the call of the wild. All will serve me in death.
Sorry, guys. 1 second. Okay, Hunter. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're probably thinking about Shock Spitter, right? Vampiric Blood seems very good in that case. Patchwork actually kind of seems interesting as well, because we might be able to snipe a Shock Spitter, right? That could be really cool.
I see you've brought guests.
Okay. Hematurge. I might tempo Hematurge. I don't know. Is it worth a 2/3? I doubt it really. Hero power is probably always better. Hematurge feels like such a good card to me. I love this card. Specific targeted discover is kind of good. It's not only powerful, but it like limits the RNG, so I think it feels better for... Is that a normal card to see? Boy, I have not been playing a lot of Standard, but I don't remember seeing a Prospector's Caravan recently. Mrs. Kilbin, have you seen Prospector's Caravan? You have? You've encountered it on the Hearthstone ranked ladder? I don't have any way to kill it. Well, shoot. Out of breath, huh? Oh, you brought me more grapes like last night. Oh yeah. Thank you. Okay, Misha. What in the world? You guys might be scoffing at this, but keep in mind they're at 2 wins already with this deck, whatever it is. So we can't write it off here. This might actually be really terrifying. Hey, Aurelian, what's up? Is it possible for Patchwork to delete the same card if it's in deck and in hand? Yes, yeah. They're you know, it's not like Discover where the same card doesn't show up. As long as they're unique, 2 versions of the same name, right? They got to be unique, of course, but yeah. Otherwise, you're good. Boy, oh, we really just don't have that many good plays here. We got Sunscale Raptor as well. There is a lot going on here, man. I guess we just kill the Raptor cleanly, don't we? We got coin. That's really nice. We don't frenzy it. I think we're happier. Yeah, this is fine. We're keeping up early against this minion-y deck. That's a good sign. You're not too loud. You're fine. Eat away. You're munching, but I don't think we can hear it. Can you guys hear her munching? Munchhausen's more like it. Can you hear her munching? Hunter's Secret as well in here. Man, this is a little bit of everything. They say so. One person said yes, but I know he's lying. Rito's a liar. He can't hear. All right, explosives fine. Just take a good trade here. We'll just look at Hematurge again. This has been providing some excellent answers thus far. Heartstrike is another excellent answer. Yeah, how do we keep hitting these, man? I wonder if we ever just leave this 3/3 alive and just play for the Pandaren or even the Renathal, really. Not so stressed about just a 3/3. I would give up a hero power, but I actually think Renathal here just to get another good... It does leave this good trade for them, though. Nah, it's fine. Oh, we got Vampiric Blood to fill the turn. Yeah, no, this is better. This is better. I didn't want a hero power, but Vampiric Blood feels great. That's fine. This manages our maintains our board advantage while also restoring some nice health here. Yeah, this deck is a little wacky for sure. Yeah, again, this is one of those I might feel kind of bad beaten on if it's seems to be super unoptimized. Oh, it's got a Shock Spitter though, but just played with no attack. That feels pretty bad, I'll be honest. This is not undead, so it does not feed the Vizier. Again, just a little bit clunky curve here, honestly, but it's all right. Actually, let's start here, I guess, just in case we find a better on-curve fit here. Glacial Advance is probably no better, but I do like Defrost. That's fine. More cards is good, since we don't have a body to play anyway. Again, just using that mana to cycle is good. As long as we're ahead on board, I think we're happy. 32 life's awesome. Got some powerful plays coming at 7. Looking good, looking good. No, it's not. Oh, I'm trying to get her croc in camera. Oh, there it is. There it is. You can see the bottom of her croc. There you go. What? It's delayed, so it's always a little. There you go. Beautiful. A little dirty on the bottom. How dare you come in my house with a dirty shoe? How dare you? All right, Patchwork's good. It's gonna be just fine. Clean up the board, clean up the hand, clean up the deck, clean up the croc. That bread smells good. Like cinnamon bread? Smells tasty. Shoe, not so much. Just kidding. No. I don't want to look like an idiot. I'll miss it for sure. Asphyxiate's good here. Sorry guys, I'm definitely zoning out a little bit against this matchup. I recognize I'm not paying very much attention here, but feels currently a little bit locked in, doesn't it? Let's get the board back. The opponent's like, hey, you had 2 really hard fought battles. Let's let's give you an easy one. What was that? Oh, that's pretty good. That's crazy damage against this board. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose. What? Collateral damage perfect, hit the perfect targets too. Holy crap. I need healing.
The more you struggle, the better.
I'm getting memed on. Dude, I need healing. I need healing. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose. If I actually lose this game right now, I'm gonna cry. I blame RegisKillbin. Yeah, I fell for the master plan for sure. The random collateral damage Goliath Sneed's masterpiece combo. I didn't expect the 1-2 punch. I legit could get whittled down here if I don't find some healing though. Oh my god. At least I can trade into that and draw a card maybe. Muncher doesn't give us any lethal there. We might as well heal them up, right? We should win long, we would think. See ya, see ya. Oh, we have 6, 8, 9. No, we can't go for any lethals. It'd still be at 15. It's too far off. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna heal them, but I need to deal with this. So let's see what we can find here first and foremost. Oh, Deathstrike's awesome draw. Okay. Yeah, Deathstrike Muncher here will be perfect. Healing them is no biggie. Let's just stay alive. Surely between the Denathrius being gone and the collateral damage being gone and the Muncher healing again, surely this has stabilized the game, right? What more could they have here? I guess it could still be a Reno of some kind. I don't know, man. I don't know. We ran into a weird amount of Reno decks today, so now I'm really suspicious everybody's a Reno. It's hand buff again. Intriguing. Probably just go Mograine here, let the Muncher do his work. Yeah, that's a fine filler as well.
The more you struggle, the better.
Just in case. Okay. Down to 7. Mrs. Kilbin didn't even say bye. See ya, Mrs. Kilbin. She left. I was distracted. Didn't even give us a goodbye, man. That's sad. Yeah, this is another... I feel pretty bad playing against this deck, right? It feels like they're not really running a list that is Brawliseum worthy, I would say. But they did get a couple wins, so... Because I think we only play people that are at our matching win rate, right? That's pretty cool. I hate to end their run like that, though. We'll take it, though, man. Going even feels good.
The Lich King versus Valera.
Shall we dance?
All will serve me in death.
All right, Rogue. Do we keep an Asphyxiate early against Rogue for shenanigans? Yeah, let's keep some card draw. Let's keep some Discover. And let's keep an Asphyxiate for kind of a location play, maybe. They had all the rules explained to them at the Brawl page, right? Yeah, they had the rules explained, but they did not have their expectations explained very well. Because there's no indicator that you're not going to be playing people at your MMR, which happens in every other instance of their typical Hearthstone experience, usually. Maybe not Arena, I guess, but Arena also doesn't cost $10. God dang it. So people don't realize that, hey, I normally play against these guys with these kind of mediocre decks, but wait, why am I suddenly playing against a guy with an insane deck? Why has this guy got every legendary? This isn't fair. That sort of thing. Maybe they're official Blizzard bots to help the people going for the quest. That would be awesome, dude. I would give Blizz mad props for that. Yeah. Help everybody out. Yes, please, Blizzard. That sounds great. I like that a lot. So Concoction Rogue. I do worry about Concoction just outvaluing us a little bit. We can kill particularly big threats here for the Concoction Rogue, I think. Any kind of Putricide that comes down, hopefully we can answer. Draw 4 for 0 mana. 0 mana sprint. What do you know, man? Who could have guessed it was going to be good? 0 mana sprint. Oh, Bloodfin Raptor, we miss thee. Oh, do we miss thee, Mr. Bloodfin? So Plague Strike here looks totally fine. We're getting a lot of value off the Apothecary, but that's, I think, just what we got to do here. I think we also asked Allure for tempo. Shame we're not getting some free damage, but the nerf already mattering, as you can see. Just happy to get a body down. Next turn, is kind of clunky mana wise, right? We got a lot of 3s, but not a lot of 2s. I ended up just hero powering. Fangbound Druid's pretty weak. That's okay. This actually got outcasted. Wow. That's pretty cool. Makes sense, of course, but still pretty cool. Pretty cool. That is not my favorite card to remove. It does make hero power feel a little more interesting than normal. So maybe we'll go hero power Vizier in this case. I think wasting a Death Strike on it right now doesn't feel right to me.
The more you struggle, the better.
So I mean, this is a really cheap Tomb Guardians. How much am I willing to sacrifice corpses, I guess, number one. They do pay themselves back off. It just takes a minute, so I'm probably willing to. I already have 2 asphyxiates. I don't need that. Graveyard Shift just seems a little worse. That said, I can play the Graveyard Shift right now, right? This guy discounts by... Oh, no, it's only 2. Oh, never mind. No, I can't. No, I can't. No, I like Tomb Guardians better than... Not 3, bro. Not 3. Learn to read. Learn to read. Not 3. Not 3. So I have a million cards in hand. We do too, but... You're worried about concoctions in particular, paying them off really hard here. Concoctions can be gross. We've seen a fair bit of their discount stuff. We've seen a Ghoulish. We've seen 2 Bone Spikes. Of course, there's still Shadow Steps, Preps, a million other possibilities, but hopefully, anyway, we're not going to get any crazy miracle turns here. If there is a big Draka, we don't have weapon removal. We're going to have to beat it with healing straight up, which... That's kind of nerve-wracking, I think. That makes me nervous. Deathstrike Tomb Guardian here is chill, but not great. Deathstrike, you lose a little bit of efficiency, unfortunately. Asphyxiate feels like a waste, though, both from a mana standpoint and otherwise. We'll do this. Yeah, I heard something about a groundhog dying today on Groundhog's Day or something. It wasn't actually Puxatawny Phil, was it? I thought I heard it was in like Canada or something. I heard a headline. I don't even know where I heard it, on the news, or just maybe read it really quick. I didn't really see the full details. Puxatawny Fred. That's just a different groundhog, I guess. It's really sad. Either way, terrible time to be found dead. Winter finally got it. Spring, I guess, maybe got its revenge. Winter got its revenge? I don't know. Somebody got their revenge. Winter got its revenge. Canada is Phil. Okay. You know a lot more about the various groundhogs of the world than I do, I gotta tell you. That's a proud... You should be proud of that fact. I have to say I know very little about the various groundhogs of the world. Do we actually have time to get a Mograine going here? I don't know when else we're gonna do it. It's not that risky right now. I don't really think it advances our game plan all that much. I don't know this is how we win the game. I think there's a chance we just win the game on like stabilizing a board, but if you look at the rest of my turn, it's not exactly exciting. It's probably like Hematurge, Scorpid, and frankly playing a 7/7 isn't bad. I do realize this probably dies pretty easily to a concoction, just removing a random minion. They just trade and kill this. It's 11 turns to win off Mograine. I don't know, man. Is that really right? Can I last for 11 turns? Guess it's just really a question of what on the heck else am I gonna do. With nothing else to do, I guess it's fine. We can get some other little whittling chip damage too. We've got Astalor in hand, so it might make them a little bit nervous. I'm not sure. Sigil of Summoning. That's slow. Yeah, it's another pretty slow turn from them, man. These 4/4s really don't pack that much heat, you know? They really take a minute to get going, and not answering the 7/7 seems really nice. This worked out way better than I expected. Man, they're just... Oh, no, they're not trading. It's, yeah, they trade that in. That's really wild. I would be stunned in that case. Man, at Patchwork here, is there ever a world where I just go face? Hit them for 10 this turn, then it's a 6-turn clock. This is my first Brawliseum run. No, we did one yesterday. We went 7-3 yesterday. To me, it feels like a little premature to Patchwork, but we might hit some really good stuff. Who knows? I wish it was just a little better on curve. I kind of like Death Strike plus something. I don't know what though. Really not any good options. All right, man. Let's see what we hit here. That might change whether we go face or trade. Like, you know, we kill a Draka or something. Vile Apothecary, Wild Paul Knoll. I think I trade, honestly. I don't know, man. It really might be wrong. If I had more experience with this matchup, I might say to myself, like, no, look, we need to put them on a clock super tight. 4 is not a relevant amount of damage, but I don't know this matchup very well. I'm still worried about ultimately having to play the control game plan. Like, that's what we do in this deck. That's what we know, so I'm sticking to it at the moment. Divine Toll, that's kind of cool. Hopefully it hits a lot of their stuff and not a lot of mine, because theirs can't attack right now. That makes it more susceptible to me just trading through it or whatever. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Everything's alive, which is important. 6/6 dice nicely to Death Strike. That's, again, pretty slow. They're going for a lot of value here, which... It's good news that their hand is all going for value, because that means the Mograine is whittling them down. That's how I think we win, ultimately. Yeah, we're going to hit them this turn, right? This is the turn to hit. We can hit them very hard.
My blood for the Lich King.
Sure, to be safe for later, yeah. This is the hit it very hard turn. Now the clock got really tight for them. Particularly because I can get an Astalor soon as well. And we're still at 35, which we like as well. What did we do first run? We did Unholy Death Knight. And now we're doing Blood Death Knight. 7-3 was disappointing? Is that what you're saying? No, I was over the moon, frankly, with 7-3. I played standard I played, I think, like 10 games of standard in January, so I'm not unhappy with this result, personally. Dude, that is a big board. I just used my Asphyxiate. Wicked Stabs are hitting minions, though, which is, I think, a really nice sign. Oh, I have another Asphyxiate. Oh, never mind. That's not that big. Never mind. We have 2. Yay. Any lethal opportunities here? We've got 5 damage. We need to find 6. Theatar actually could hit a lethal for me here with a Wicked Stab. Let's try, because we have Asphyxiate and Heart Strike. Let's in that note, let's actually Heart Strike first, so we don't have to give them either. Because we could hit Asphyxiate, Astalor, and Heart Strike, which would be really bad. So let's Heart Strike first, because it'll still leave me mana. Then we can Theatar, Asphyxiate. If we don't find lethal, that is. Yeah. What if doesn't matter. Cool. That's a good spot, right? Really proud of that spot, honestly, man. That's a good spot. Good lethal out dig there. Fun. Okay. Yeah, 4 wins, man. Positive again. This is cool. I'm happy. I'm happy. 7, 8, 9 would be the real result, but will I try Frost DK for the 3rd run? I don't know. I didn't plan on doing too many. It depends on how this one goes. If I can get one more video, it might be nice. Ultimately, I think it needs to make an interesting video is the important part. Today's video is doing okay. The Hearthstone videos just aren't doing that great right now in general, but it's not doing bad. DK again. Okay. As we know, we're kind of favored, or, you know, in a mirror match, obviously not favored, but we're okay against most DKs. Is this something, either of these something we keep for an Unholy, perhaps? We haven't ran into Unholy yet, so I'm always thinking, oh wait, is this finally going to be the Unholy game? Never seems to really show up, but I'm always thinking about it, always worried. Oh man, I am getting tired already, and I gotta do some Marvel Snap after this. I found a Wolverine deck to play in Marvel Snap. I think that's what we're gonna do. I still wanted to get a Wolverine video. Did Dexter make a Wolverine video? He asked me if I was gonna make a Wolverine video, and I was like, dude, I don't know, maybe. Let's see, what did Dex do?
Job's done.
That's not Wolverine, dude. That's Ronin, Dexter. You madman. All right. Yeah, all right. This is a decent mix of stuff. Asphyxiate's probably not a good Death Knight card, though. Better to buy Shuri or Darkhawk. It depends on if there's any... Well, I guess Zabu's getting a nerf, so they kind of both get affected by Zabu, but I would say Shuri is likely to get affected less. There are some Shuri decks that don't run Zabu. I think all the Darkhawk decks run Zabu, so Shuri is my instinct there, but I don't want to talk too much about Marvel Snap on Hearthstone. Hearthstone viewers are like, what did he just say? Those sounded like made-up words. There is not a character called Darkhawk in a video game. That's what they're thinking right now. Is Dexter the one you have trapped in your basement, or is that someone else? Well, he's not trapped. He, you know, he chooses to live there. Some might consider it pretty vile living space, but he likes it. Yeah, so we're getting our first Unholy game. We really haven't played this much. I'm curious to see how this goes. I feel like Heart Strike's gonna be a great card against Unholy. I want to play minion here as opposed to like an Asphyxiate, because I need to start pumping corpses into my system. Now we do need to make sure we have an answer to Marrowgar. I remember playing the other side of this yesterday, and it was constantly like, oh god, you know, they're gonna kill my Marrowgar with Soul Stealer. So we need to make sure we find a Soul Stealer. Corpse Explosion could eventually get big enough to do that, but that's one of those cards I might have to use in the mid game instead. We may not be able to wait on a Corpse Explosion safely, so we might have to just go for the Corpse Explosion on 5 to be in the game at all. This is currently a beautiful Blood Boil board. I'm hesitant to even play a card because I don't want them to get good, clean, free trades, but I think this is fine. If they trade this 4-2 in, they're still going to develop more stuff for the Blood Boil, right? Yeah, Vampiric Blood's good. I think we're completely fine if they trade this in. He heals 4 kind of 2, I guess, if the Blood Boy was going to kill it anyway. Hopefully they don't have a buff in this deck. We weren't running any buffs like that in our list, but it'd be kind of nasty if they had a buff. Is Hulk an orc? The Incredible Hulk is definitely an orc. The Blood of Manaroth is just gamma radiation. I like this lore. I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't think we can wait. We're already at risk of Gravy Thingy killing me soon, so we need to take care of this problem and heal up a little bit. Again, I'm really hoping to get by without a corpse explosion if I can, for a little while at least. Maybe they play just like one thing here and the Muncher goes off nicely for us. What did we see at turn 5? Oh, okay, that's not the best Muncher target, but hopefully I can kill that somehow. Azir. Oh, dude, Muncher's a 50-50 on this. Dang. 50-50 Muncher? Oh, boy. Oh, Death Strike's 100%. That's just better. We like, it turns out we like 100%ers better than 50-50s, don't we? Yeah, I guess we Vampiric Blood first still here. I'm a little sad we don't really fill in this turn well. The Heartstrike doesn't do much against that 3-5. I don't think we play that. It's just a 3-5 though, so it's not like it's really that scary. We have 3 corpses for this, so that's fine.
Pick me.
Treasure Guard, huh? Alright. This needs to die though, I'm sure of that, so we'll kill it. This is dying to Blood Boil, remember, so we don't need to Heartstrike that. Okay, this is not the worst place to be in, frankly. We're at 42 and they don't have a crazy big board. My only fear at the moment is that we don't really have a multiple AoE hand. We have Corpse Explosion, which can be good. It is not good right now because we have 0 corpses. Soul Stealer would make me feel much, much happier with my life right now, because I need to answer a Marrowgar sometimes. Now, currently their Marrowgar is really tiny. It's a little baby Marrowgar. So that's not actually a big concern at the moment. I think we have to play the Corpse Explosion here, guys. I don't think I can leave this many minions out, man. It's just really, really sad that I have no AoE after that. Ugh.
Is eternal.
Nothing. We could try to get some card draw going and like try to discover some stuff, of course. So it's not the end of the world, but this is a pretty weak Corpse Explosion. But that said, I don't even think it's really going to get any better later is the other side of this. We're not going to get enough corpses anytime soon to make it good. So it's not like it's a Marrowgar answer. Marrowgar's not a threat right now either because they just don't have enough corpses right now. But I'm just out of AoE. We're going to have to get by for a turn or two without any AoE, which is terrifying. So Heartstrike's good against the 2-3 there. That's nice. We want to keep the board less wide, so I don't think we killed the thing with the Death Rattle until it's easier to deal with the back half. The back half. Just really want to... Oh, shoot. Okay, good asphyxiate target. I was not expecting to see that. The discovery here, though. Oh, the anti-magic shell. Holy moly. That's kind of a pain. Asphyxiate doesn't care, but Heartstrike cares. Patchwork, huh? Boy. I mean, are we ever like double asphyxiating this? I'm trying to think about what our best line is here. I think it's just Treasure Guard hero power because I desperately need an AoE. And this draws a card. We are just really out of good options though, man. This is tough. This is I've never felt quite so challenged by lack of good decisions in this deck. This is the first time the opponents really kept us in a tight spot on good decisions. Hopefully if Azir can fix that, hopefully Heartstrike finds a line. We're not like desperate for life at the moment, so hopefully it's all good. Just need them to not play a million things, I guess, is the goal here. Asphyxiate if we have to. Oh, that's good to see. Okay. This is not the kind of board we want to use this on, though, until we get another one, because we still have to answer that Marrowgar threat. And they could potentially even discover more Marrowgars, too. There is always a world where there's more Marrowgars. Can we get away with, like, Muncher Hero Power Heartstrike? I kind of think so, right? Muncher hits the 4-2 in that case. Hero Power here, I Heartstrike here. I can't Heartstrike that. It's not my favorite. We leave 3 minions out. Might bait into a slightly better Soul Stealer. You need the Soul Stealer? I don't think someone clearing 3 things, right? I don't have anything to use the souls on right now. I feel like I can use that better after another redevelopment. 3 minions is not that scary at 20 or 34, right? I think a Soul Stealer right now would be an overreaction, guys. We're gonna bait one more turn. It's just a 1-1, a 3-4, and a 2-4. I don't think this is that bad. One of these probably has to hit a taunt anyway. Not always, but they could have a Plague Strike or something, but often anyway. If I had another AoE, yes, I'd be willing to Soul Stealer more casually, but I just don't right now. That could be another Marrowgar. Every one of these they play is terrifying. We could try to use Okani to interrupt a Marrowgar, by the way. How cool would that be? That'd be sick. That would be very fun. They may have some cheap plays around that, but they may not be ready for it. Oh, there's the Grave Strength. Okay. So only on 3 hitting minions. It's not too bad. Oh, 4 actually, of course, hero power. This might demand a Soul Stealer just because now the damage threat is so real. But again, I just hate the fact that in that case, there's no answer to Marrowgar. The Marrowgar would only have 7 souls in it, right? Or 7 corpses, so it really wouldn't be too bad. We could try to get away with like Vizier, Muncher, Hero Power. No, we can't do all that. No, I think it's time for Soul Stealer then. That's fine. Just take a reset. Damage is too high now. Until we heal a little more, we probably just have to respect it. All right, we need some good draws now, man. We're at the mercy of Marrowgar at the moment with no Soul Stealer. Again, only 7 souls or corpses, so not that interesting, but still scary. That guy's a lot of corpses, so that's annoying, but ultimately not a lot of threats. We could just Patchwork or Muncher that and feel pretty good. Probably Muncher School Teacher, maybe Muncher Vizier actually, just to make sure I can find another AoE soon. It's a decent turn. Corpse Explosion. Okay, now that is an answer to a Marrowgar potentially, so that I think I'm pretty excited to see. Let's do the School Teacher since it fits the Muncher curve better here. That's more exciting. Frost Strike probably, but I think this is still a Muncher to get a little life back. I guess we could go Okani Frost Strike. That's pretty good too. We're not really expecting any big face damage hits. Yeah, I think this is better. We can always heal off this later. What if we still just went Muncher? Might have Minithil for the freeze is kind of intriguing, but only 3 minions is not really what we're looking for. I think we actually still just go Muncher here, just to be safe. Patchwork's not really right at this moment. It could be if we hit a perfect target, but this just gets the health up, gets the board up. This is fine. Patchwork, we want to try to kill something on board if we can. We have Corpse Explosion for emergencies now, so I'm not nearly as worried as I was. It's going to be 14 corpses if there's a Marrowgar, so should be fine. Most things will be small and spread out right now on the Marrowgar. We expect. That's just more life. Yeah, that's great.
I will never.
Oh, so that was an infuse activator. I think we made that exact same play yesterday, by the way. I think we literally made that exact play, if I recall, where we had a hero power to get a Sylvanas active. I think I remember doing that yesterday. So this is probably a decent patchwork Vizier turn. I guess we don't have an undead dying, but that's all right. This will hit here. We'll trade in. We'll patchwork here. And Vizier to get the board back. Body bagger. That does risk the patchwork a little bit, I guess. Oh, brand patchwork. Let's just do that. That feels cooler to me. We don't need the Vizier right now. That's fine. Oh, we can do this. Well, that does still risk a whiff because it could miss the Sylvanas and then I can't kill it. No, let's just do it 100%, right? Do it 100%. All right, so we're gonna eat whatever that is and hopefully eat a Marrowgar, right? That's the plan. Amalgam is not a Marrowgar. That is a Marrowgar. Yes. That is a spell in hand, by the way. Okay. That did not eat anything in hand, so. A spell and not a Marrowgar. Beautiful. Now we have a lot of luxury for AoE. And we have a brand that is uncontested. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Yeah, let's just Okani. It shuts down their entire turn, right? It should be fine. Blood tap on a big Okani, a big famished fool. I mean, I think Blood Boil's still just safer, right? It's fine. It's fine. Defrost, I actually do kind of need some cards, but weirdly, Grave Strength just sets up lethal with this Okani, doesn't it? I think it does. We're gonna have 4 minions. Yeah, plus the hero power. So that's, yeah, this should get us really close to lethal, if not quite a setup. What are we gonna have? We're getting 6 for now, so they're at 24. We're gonna have 5 minions next turn. That adds 15, and then we'll have 9. Yeah, that should set up a 2-turn lethal. Should be fine. I don't think they're only gonna have 2 cards, and this should counter theoretically both of them. I mean, not technically always, right? But they could have 2 of the same type, of course. But this sets us up pretty well. Okay. Cool. Good shutdown, man. That game got a little bit harrowing, right? There were some scary moments, but we got there. Well, it's not technically over. I always do this. I say it's over and then some insane miracle happens. They have a 1-mana spell into the Scourge and the Scourge hits some insane game-winning thing. 6 Darkon Drathiers or something, and we lose. Cool. GG, man. 5 wins. It's not bad, guys. I'm pretty happy to get 5 again. Both our losses were also like really close. Insanely close losses. Kind of have to pee again, man. Made a mistake. Drink a whole 32-ounce water right before the stream, and now I've drank a Diet Mountain Dew as well. Really making bad choices here on liquid intake for my stream. Just feeling a little dehydrated today though. Mage again. Yeah, as we saw, this one's really tough for us. I don't know, man. I think we might want to just play for some disruption here. Try to hit their Dawn Grasp, try to eat their Mograine. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna look for like Theatar and Patchwork in this one, but it's really tough. Could be Aggro Mage, but I really expect Big Spell Mage more commonly. Oh, Theatar Patchwork. Wow, dude. Okay, that's the exact stuff we're looking for. We just gotta hit good targets now. That actually can be both Big Spell Mage and the other one, right? I think. I've seen it in both, I feel like. It's in Aggro Mage too, just as a 2/2, right? I think I would almost definitely rather play... Okay, yeah, this is Aggro Mage. I would almost certainly rather play Aggro Mage, right? I think that's correct. But still a little nerve-wracking, obviously. Still scary. Remorseless Winter on 4 or Froststrike Hero Power a little better, probably. I like Froststrike. Discovering cards is really good for us. Yeah, exactly. We saw we have a 35% win rate against Big Spell Mage, so I really don't want to deal with that. Win rate against Aggro Mage is 54%, so slightly favored against Aggro Mage. Still tough, not easy, not a gimme, but pretty tough. I mean, pretty winnable. The Big Spell Mages are impossible, it feels like. Night Trade, that's totally fine. Froststrike Hero Power will clean up next turn if needed. Might hit a good card off this as well, though. That feels better. Yeah, I think it's ultimately got to be Defrost, doesn't it? In case we need to hit some removal in a pinch. It's kind of funny, right? We we mulliganed for Big Spell Mage and we got it, but we're playing Aggro Mage. So now these cards do feel a little bit stranded, honestly. There are still potentially some good hits. Like we could take a Savara that's gotten juiced up, you know. They've got Agwen. We could maybe take like a Deathborn. I don't think Deathborn's too good against us though. We're fine with Blood Boils there typically. Ooh, what do we think they took? This could be fun. I'm intrigued. Frozen Touch already just getting weaved in with the spell damage. I like it. Just get your damage, man. Kind of shows me that you have it, which is interesting too. That's an Arcane Bolt. They're never giving me an Ice Barrier, right? There's no way. That's got to be an Arcane Bolt. If not, it's going to be Oasis Ally, which we'll keep in mind for later. But yeah, definitely Arcane Bolt. All right. Hero Power Vizier, probably the move here. I don't mind leaving a 1/3 to hit me in the face. That's fine. Let's get a good Vizier. Honestly, if we hit like a Frost Strike again, though, we'd probably kill it. Yeah, Death Strike is going to be important. We need healing. We like that. So some life gain here, life gain here. That's starting to feel better. I was a little worried a second ago, but I'm feeling more confident every turn that goes by. This deck can still do a ton of damage though, right? All of these Frozen Touches, all of the Arcane Bolts, all of the big Ignites late are going to be hard to beat. We're already scaling them up so fast as well. So I'm going to need to at some point start developing counter pressure to end the game before the Ignites do. What on earth are we going to do next turn? Probably just these boys, right? A little bit at risk of overdrawing, though. Sure don't feel like using an Arcane Bolt just yet. I mean, there is a world where we Theatar, but it's not usually hitting anything particularly relevant. Maybe we just play whatever comes off this Pandaren, or maybe we just Arcane Bolt to create hand space. Huh, so Anti-Magic Shell could be a way for me to flip this game and try to win. I don't know if the Scourge is. I mean, this is not a deck that typically runs great removal. They have Deathborns, which kind of serve that purpose. But I'm worried about finding a moment to do that. Blood Tap could also be another way to just make like big threats, right? Like Treasure Guard, Blood Tap, and just kind of start whacking them. So that's intriguing as well. It just shifts the game a little bit of a different direction. I don't know how much we like this, but I think it's fine. I'm just gonna tidy this up, honestly. I don't really care about that spell. I am worried about hand space later, so spinning this mana now to open up hand space might be valuable. Bran in particular can create some pretty big hand space issues. So we got like a 4/6 Bran, a 3/7 Treasure Guard, a big ol' 6/8 Patchwork. Theatar's honestly threatening now. Theatar, I don't know when we're gonna play him is the only issue. If this is the only, if they don't develop any crazy wide threats here, this might be a good moment for a Patchwork, honestly. Ricochet is really weak, man. Just 1 damage. First Flame is expensive. Vast Wisdom. So they have a 2-mana spell off that Vast Wisdom, I guess we know. That's not another Ignite, was it? Or is it? Ooh, Mograine's a good win condition, maybe. This could help change the clock on the game, too. Yeah, let's do this, right? We need to create a clock, because I think that Ignite is eventually going to beat me. I don't want to wait for Bran on this either. It's too long. Because we may not have time on turn 10 to pull that off. Let's just create the clock. If they start turning face here too early, we'll just swing with the big heals. We can heal 16 immediately. If they don't do that, I think we try to be aggressive. Be aggressive. Hitting. So does that mean it's getting removed? Oh yeah. Touches hitting minions is good news. More damage that doesn't go face. So this is creating that clock we're looking for. I would actually love to play a Bran next turn with like a, I don't know, like Bran and a 3-drop and then a Vampiric would be great. If I had a Battlecry 3-drop, you know, Scorpid or Vizier or Importer kind of thing. Oh, Savara. Oh boy. Anybody have, that was in hand left side. So I feel like it's Ignites and boy, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. That's Arcane Bolt. That's not from the Savara, was it? Oh, that's from the Alchemist. That's that one we knew about, yeah. I mean, this is a decent patchwork turn. I hate that it's not really doing anything gross. I think 27's fine for now. I don't want to wait too long on these heals, though. But I just don't think like Theotar Vampiric Blood's good enough. I mean, Deathstrike, Bran, Treasure Guard's interesting, but maybe Deathstrike Theotar is interesting, actually. That's not bad. It's still a 6/6. It heals a little bit, so I don't have to worry as much about weaving in heals. I just think this is one of the better patchwork targets we're going to get. So that's what I'm thinking about. But maybe that's okay. Let's Theotar. I mean, we do have a lot of really good cards in hand, though. I'm not sure what to give them. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I guess a Defrost or a Corpse Explosion is probably the best thing to give them. Do we take an Ignite or a Deathborn? I don't know. I don't need that Corpse Explosion back, dude. We're shifting into aggro mode right now, which is a little nerve-wracking. That ignites off the Savara, I think, right? Since it's 2, it seems like that was one of the Savara cards. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, dude. We're in aggro mode. We shifted gears pretty hard here. So they have a Corpse Explosion, but they don't have corpses, so they can't use that. It's more about I'm a little sad to lose it, but probably the best card to give them, of course. Cold Case, sure. That's a little life gain. Snow Flurry Freeze, sure. Really, you don't have a good like Blood Boil right now. Astalor is not bad though. Chip through some of this stuff. Bran Astalor in particular is actually kind of what we were looking for to get the Bran going, I think. Does this go face? So I have like 0 respect. Like hitting this is kind of clean, but I think since I'm playing a Treasure Guard, I think this goes face. He has Deathborn? Well, yeah, but it's dealing 4, so I mean, this doesn't really feel like a good target, right? Maybe you mean the Deathborn Treasure Guard's going to be easy to clear? That's, I guess, logical. I really don't have a good... a good AoE. I'm a little nervous about not having any AoE here. I feel like this could flip, unfortunately, on us really quickly without a Blood Boil. Like, I don't know. Like trade, Corpse Explosion. We got 3 mana remaining. Hopefully Bran's alive in that case for these Astalors. But double Astalor next turn's 10 armor and double Astalor, right? That's surely enough to change this game into my favor. Okay, they didn't trade first. I thought they might. Feels like good news because now I can gain 1 billion armor if Bran lives. Surely Bran doesn't live though. You have to ping Bran down, yeah. Oh yeah, it deals 2. Oh yeah, why am I dumb? Oh yeah, why am I dumb? Oh, I was thinking it dealt 4. Yeah, I didn't even process after it happened either, to be honest. No, I am dumb. I am dumb. I totally forgot, to be honest. Yeah, Astalor hit face, I think, is the move. Double Astalor hit face. We could try to find something off Hematurge, but there's nothing really that good anyway. We still have the taunt. This makes Astalor a monster threat. We have enough life too that I think this is okay. I love how we've just completely flipped this game into aggro mode. It is so weird. It's very unusual, but I like it. I like it. It's really keeping them on the back foot a lot. So Astalor ignites a ton of damage. Maybe just something like Vampiric Astalor would be fine as well. If we need to tidy up all these 2/2s, Astalor can do that. Make sure the Vampiric keeps us safe. Just let the Mograine work and grind this out moving forward. I'm happy. I'm happy. This looks like another Deathborn, doesn't it? Trade twice. Should have traded first so that doesn't accidentally die to this. Yeah, see, they could have pinged the 5/3 here instead after seeing how the rolls went if they're going to Deathborn again. Those are great rolls for us. Wow. Jeez. They gotta use spells again to remove these, don't they? Oh no. They find something for 0? Flurry plus a removal? They're just down on board, of course, to these. Wow. Cool. It's a fun game. Guys, I gotta take a pee break. I messed up. I'll be right back. Alrighty, 6 wins. Not bad, guys. Not bad, man. That's already worst case 67% win rate almost. That's not bad. Ooh, Death Knight again. Okay. So far, I've liked our matchup against Death Knights, but Unholy makes me a little nervous. Of course.
I will end your play.
I feel like so far we've been decent at greeting against other bloods, though. Frost we need a lot of life gain. I mean, these things generate cards, so that should be fine. Ooh, Discover Crew. The Discover Crew.
I see you've brought now. I see you've brought guests.
Hope Regis gets to 10 so we can get a golden legendary reveal. No, that's a pipe dream. You're crazy, Grizzly Bear. That is a pipe dream. 7 again would be, I think, a highlight for me, man. I'm always happy to get to 7, dude. Honestly, I'm happy to get 6. Like I said yesterday, this isn't that easy. Your expected win rate is 50-50, really. You have to get some good rolls, some good luck, some good matchups, or be obscenely good at the game, right? So it's nice to just go positive and not feel like you got ripped off. I think that's a big risk with this, is just sometimes feeling ripped off, you know? So not having any plays yet, I mean, I think almost certainly excludes Unholy from our matchup here. This certainly feels a lot more like Blood with the Renathal. So no surprises there, really. Which means we're gonna need to play for value this game. Sneaky stuff can work sometimes too, but really, I think most of the time, value is the name of the game here. 7 cards in hand, so this thing dying is no problem. Frostworms is pretty nasty. Yeah, that's a high value card. Damage here is impermanent, so not super useful, but I don't want to take bad trades, of course. Brand School Teacher could be the sort of thing that we might want to play for this game. Like Brand Mograine is also the kind of thing you could play for this game, or maybe Brand Patchwork. But I don't think you can have an average brand. I think you have to have a really good brand this game. Average brand's not going to work for you. Every card draws cards. We're running out of stuff to do here. Vizier's fine. If I get something to kill that Scorpion that generates a resource, I probably will take it. Yeah, Plague Strike seems totally fine. I like it. Let's make them do some work here. This plays a bit into Blood Boil, but honestly, if they Blood Boil, it's fine. Who cares? It's not a terrible board for it in the scheme of this matchup, but it's also kind of wasting some of their healing late potentially. So it would be, I think, an acceptable Blood Boil for both of us in that case. And if they don't Blood Boil, maybe I get a little more value out of my 2/2 that way. Which appears that's the case. Nice. Okani turn 6 is probably not the best. I think an Okani into 7 makes the most sense for this matchup in case you can hit a Mograine or something. But I guess they're never going to play a Mograine into an Okani in that case. I don't know. That would be pretty ballsy. Slow down a Mograine might be a better way to frame that sentence, huh? Can I make them burn a card here? No. Just really committing a lot of chippy, useless stuff here.
Anybody?
Weirdly, yeah, I don't have anything better to do. Let's make them work for this, maybe. Removing this board, that is. Might give them better math against the 5/5s in some cases. I mean, this isn't really how I want to win this game, right? We're not trying to be the face damage guy again. That's just a coincidence of what we had. Consequence of what we had. So it wasn't really the plan. Just what happened. It's a decent obliterate target in this matchup, I think. How much can we hit for here? We're hitting for what, 13? Man. I have Frostworm's Fury over the top too, potentially. Okay. Again, this isn't really what we're trying to do, but it's happening. So we're doing it. Things are happening. Yeah, it's probably the best bet. I like the cheap card too in some ways, but freezing could be useful. The utility there is pretty nice. Okay, so accidental 19. I mean, they're not on Soul Stealer yet, so it feels possible to win like this. Corpse Explosion's pretty good. That would be my expected answer to this. It's a weird way to play this game so far. Astalor Corpse Explosion, maybe? No, you wouldn't want to waste the Astalor in that case. You'd just do it after, right? I don't know. Do we have any lethals here? Oh, not anymore, no. I mean, I think we're going by a Minithil, though, and just, like, making them have it, aren't we? I mean, let's make them work for it, right? And then we have Frostworms over the top with the weapon next turn? This is a weird... This is going very strangely as far as I'm concerned. Let's make them work for this, right? Howling Blast is also damage, I guess. This game went weird. It's not just damage, thankfully, too. Like, it can still be a good removal card. I'm thinking they might have the Soul Stealer here, which is a good reset. In which case, I'd probably have to pivot back into playing this game straight up. Because I only have 7 or 9 here. I don't have enough mana for all of that stuff, right? Do I ever Frostworm's face, though, and hit for 9? you have to assume there's like a death strike that connects in that case. So I'm kind of wasting the frost worms if I do that, I feel like. But it does make things like munchers, like it does make other things interesting. Mograines become scarier. All right, I mean, let's make them have it. I don't know. The downside to this is that there may be better targets to freeze later on board, but not really, because we have plenty of removal anyway. I don't typically need too many board freezes, because soul stealers and stuff get you by. So we might as well just make them think about it, make them nervous, put them on the back foot, you know, so that we can swing this back later, hopefully. And you know, now Mograines and such become really threatening too. Yeah, this turn's a little clunky. Howling Blast, Blood Boil is kind of okay, I guess. A little bit of a waste of healing, but pretty efficient removal. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get too many better Blood Boils, honestly. It's 8. It's fine. This is not a particularly blood boily matchup, you know. So since it's a decent shape, let's go ahead and do it. Arguably could have sent that face, but just want the cleanliness here. So now, right, like we made that push, we did the thing. It wasn't really the game plan, we weren't really trying it, but we didn't really sacrifice much for it. You know, we were just doing what the game gave us. It's not like I gave up some awesome value play to enable that line. It's just what we had. That said, right now I sure do feel like my cards are so much worse, right? Oh my. Oh my. So if this is for minions, it goes away. If it's for spells, we eat it and then we can Mograine. Am I safe to do this into the Astalor, I wonder? Shouldn't be dead to Astalor stuff yet, right? We have quite a bit of healing in hand with Vampiric Death Strike. I think this is fine. Okay, so spell counter it is. Even leaving 7 on board is okay, right? So now they have to think about their health again. If they go for Astalor here, I have... Okay, there's trading in. So they're going to play an empty board Astalor? Oh, Ashbringer. I did not expect them to have a big weapon. That's more damage, though. That is a little nerve-wracking. More healing, too, frankly. We need a Patchwork or Theatar to eat that Astalor, bro. That would be nice. We have this constant Astalor threat hanging over our head. Hey, there he is. Let's go. This, I think, would make me feel very confident about this game if we could hit the Astalor here. Not a particularly likely outcome, but I don't think particularly unlikely either. We know a few of these cards are spells, at least. This could be anything. This is a spell. This is a spell. So good timing. We can perhaps let's Vampiric here because Theatar is a little better, right? To hit the Astalor. Let's see if we hit the Theatar first. If not, oh. Nah, that feels greedy to me, right? Because they might just Astalor this turn. Could go Okani School Teacher, though. I don't think they'd Astalor. Well, are they going to hit the Okani with their weapon? Yeah, but then... Actually, yeah, I think we go Okani School Teacher. I'm going to take the greed. I'm a greedy pig. Horn of Winter, okay. So here we go spell, right? To make this harder to deal with. Yeah. They have to hero power hit, in which case I think we're happy. This is so greedy, but I think since I have a decent play anyway, it's fine. It's only sort of greedy if you think about it, right? Because you're clearing the board too. It's not like you're doing nothing, you know? Oh my god. Imagine if we hit Mograine and Astalor, dude. Oh my god. Imagine if we hit both. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to hit both so bad. I want to hit both so bad. Please. Chanter gone. We talked about running that. That's crazy. Vizier gone. Okay. We got a Scorpid. We got Astalor though. We got a Scorpid and Astalor. So they still have that other Mograine. Okay, that's pretty scary, honestly, still. The good news is they're behind already, so maybe we'll be okay with the Mograine, second Mograine. They may not get a chance to play it for a while, too, because they're two on the back foot, you know? They might be scared to play it for a minute. Although currently don't seem too distraught, do they? They're just not really thinking much about it right now anyway. They seem chill. Oh, Astalor is good news, I think. Infuse 2. I'd really like to play that guy this turn, honestly. Maybe this is a fine Corpse Explosion. Just go face and Corpse Explosion into Astalor. Well, not Astalor, but I don't really have to kill those. They're not distressing me in any significant way. Just don't have a lot to do with my turn, really, is my thought. You got Mograine and Astalor. I killed a Mograine on board, but there's still the one in hand from the Zola. That was showing the one on board. The Astalor in hand we got. I think we're gonna chill. I don't think we're worried here about these 1/1s. I think we're just gonna go create some pressure. Keep them on the back foot again, and then maybe they can't easily Mograine, right? They have to spend all their energy on removal. Okay. And we have the Astalor in hand now too, so they're probably worried about that as well. This just creates a lot of pressure for them. Hey, Scotty oh, they're going Mograine. No way. They feel safe to Mograine here with 7 on board and an Astalor in hand. Huh. Asphyxiate here would probably be lethal for me, right? So I hit for how much do they have? 11 and 2 is 13. They have 29. I have 14 and 7. So 21. But Noggling here gives me mana. Oh my god, I'm crossing over Snap and Hearthstone again. And Asphyxiate would probably be lethal because I could Asphyxiate Noggling into Astalor and have a ton of damage, but we didn't have it though. I think we probably want to deal with this a little bit. Taking 6 per turn, so it's not nothing. Could do this and still Astalor maybe though. What would we hit here that's really good? Everybody keeps saying 9? Oh, 9 damage per turn. You're right. Yeah, 9 damage per turn. Sorry. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Obliterate's probably worth it here. Let's do that. So, Astalor next turn has to be a lethal setup, right? I hope. I don't know, man. What do they have left for healing here? Patchwork Astalor. Oh no, dude, no. Oh, we missed. Okay, I'm a genius. Keep that freaking handful of minions, baby. Let's go. Okay, well right now this is just lethal, so. Cool. Woo! Dude, their deck is greedy. Their deck is so greedy. Oh my god. The Mograine bounce is greedy, and we beat the greed, dude. Woo! Oh my god. Scotty Karate, thanks to you for the 2 years, dude. Sorry I didn't get a good chance to talk about them. You can't Noggling costs 1. Am I crazy? Couldn't if I had an Asphyxiate, I went to 7. Then you play Noggling, you go to 6. Noggling brings 2 back, you go to 8 for the Astalor. Are you guys talking about something different? I can absolutely, if I had drawn the Asphyxiate, I could have absolutely Asphyxiate Noggling Astalor, right? Maybe you guys are talking about something different, some of you? I know the 9 now is in regards to the damage off Bran Mograine. I think that Bran Mograine was pretty ballsy from them, by the way, to leave themselves open to so much damage. I don't know. Hey, 7 wins, guys. Again, that's a great result, man. I'm so pumped to hit 7 wins again. I feel like I really thought we were gonna hit some 4s and 5s and stuff. I thought that was where we were gonna land. We haven't hit Evolved Shaman yet, no. I haven't played one in 2 days, actually. It seems like it's been very rare. Ooh, Imp Warlock. Curses are scary. We could go full hand. We could be a Mind Lock too. Oh, dude, there's a lot of possibilities here. Interesting. I think Pandarin's fine. I don't know the Treasure Guard's our play. I want to find stuff for imps potentially. I want to find... This might be good against like a Flame Imp or something. I gotta look at some Warlock lists. I have not looked at Warlock lists in forever. I can't out heal mines, right? Like mines always kill me. I think. I mean, not always. Depends on the size of the board, I guess, technically. But if it's Mine Lock, I don't think we beat that, right? And this to me reads Mine Lock, right? We could try to Theatar away some of the answers, right? Disrupt it a little bit, maybe. That could be a path, but I don't think we get tall enough on health for phylactery, right? There's just too much potential output. So it's really gonna have to be disruption in that case. We could also try to Smork, but that's not very reliable, of course, because this deck's really good at removal. Scourge is probably far too late to be a relevant card, but I don't think Grave Strength is good enough for us either. Plague Strike's probably the happy middle ground, but I don't see how this wins either. I think we're kind of doomed here, to be honest. This is a deck you hope gets stomped out by some of the aggro decks early, and if they don't, you just get sad. I think that's the moral of the story. The damage output, I don't even know what it is, but it's got to be high enough that that Vampiric Bloods aren't enough. Perhaps if we discovered 3 or 4 of them, maybe we'd have a chance. Right now, I'm just gonna play for trying to find a Theatar and hit their Phylactery or something. I don't think I have a better game plan than that right now. I mean, maybe Astalor could happen fast enough, I guess, but I doubt it. They're gonna end up healing a lot real quick. So the only cards we could really disrupt here are, I mean, Tamsin would potentially limit the damage a little. Again, of course, Phylactery off Theatar would be a game winner, I think. That'd be really nice. This runs Shallow Grave, huh? Lost that, so they don't care much about that apparently. Over 120? Yeah, that's if it goes perfectly, right? Okay, this is interesting. I try to Smork, I guess, because we don't have the Theatar right now, so Smorkitude seems like my best plan. I don't think we're going to get there in time, though. Their hand's about to be free, and they have half their deck already, literally. Shouldn't be hard to remove for them on turn 6 in particular, I'm guessing. I haven't looked at a list lately, but I'm sure they have plenty of ways to deal with these sorts of boards. There's Grimoire of Sacrifice. There's Tamsin's perfect. Yeah, Tamsin's great. 20 to go. I mean, we can try an Astalor here. We can play it now because 5 armor is not going to be relevant. Can I find a freaking Theatar, man? Can't find a Theatar. Okay. Yeah, I don't think any of these matter. It's all dead cards, right? Might be dead this turn. Oh, no, they haven't played... Not dead this turn, because they haven't played them. Well, I guess they can play the mine all at once, can't they? If everything's kind of free. I could be dead this turn. I take that back. If he disconnects, we've got this. Yeah, there's chances still, man. Astalor's incoming. We're doing our best, right? We're trying. I think we've done the right things so far. It's just really hard. I would love a Theatar, but now my hand is too full, so that's not happening this time. If I burn Theatar, I'm gonna be so annoyed, by the way. So annoyed. We probably just have to like Plague Strike this turn. Just again, look for more stuff. I think we need the Astalor to hit for 14, of course, to win. Oh, are we dead? Oh, we're dead this turn. Cool. Okay. Well, that makes life easier. Wait, have they played a mine? Did they play a mine? I miss it? Wait. Am I dumb? Did they forget they hadn't played a mine, or are they giving me the game? I don't know. I don't think they'd ever played a mine. I think maybe they forgot they didn't play a mine. They seemed like they were, that didn't, normally if somebody were conceding for the stream, I feel like they would have played it up first and been like emoting a little bit and then goosed it. I feel like they forgot to play a mine. Wow, absolutely saved. Oh my god. Yeah, that's true too. Even if giving a win is even more unlikely in Brawliseum. Yeah, it's expensive. Wow. Yeah, there is always that like, oh, if you know you're on camera effect. Yeah, that could be it too. Oh my god, what a way to get a free win, dude. That's crazy. So, oh my goodness, this is like an insane hand if this is another blood DK. It's just, you know, packed with all the value stuff that we want. If it's unholy though, this might just lose me the game. Here's what I'm gonna say. I think Mograine's really good, better than Patchwork probably against Unholy or against Blood, because Patchwork can whiff pretty hard. Mograine we know does what he needs to do. I think I'm gonna keep these two. I'm gonna keep the Mograine as the greedy keep for the Blood matchup, but I need to make sure I don't totally sacrifice an Unholy or Frost matchup. I even think Mograine's decent against Frost for the record as well. You don't want the game to go forever, but I need to find some early threes to fill in here. Yeah, this is the good kind of middle ground hand. Good Frost hand in particular, I'd say. So I like this mulligan strategy. Are people running this in whoa, are people running this in Unholy? I feel like I haven't seen that much. I love it though. It's cool. Let's freaking, oh no, it's Frost. Oh, Frost, aggro, minion, Frost. Whoa. That's kind of cool. I dig that too. Is this worth an obliterate? How big does this really get? Let's just play some threes, right? I want to get some cards. Whoa. I haven't seen this in Frost yet this week. I gotta look at a list now. I feel like this is enough of a tell in Frost that we're gonna be able to identify more or less their exact list, right? Yeah, here's a Frost DK list with the Slither Spear. It's got, yeah, pretty standard stuff other than the Slither Spear for me. Nothing too shocking. Astalor, of course. Bonebreaker, Icy Touch. It is definitely very fast and aggro-y, I'll say that. It's a little shame we've missed our Heart Strikes. Those would be really good here. Cheap Death Strike's also really good. That's something we gotta take. Next turn, a little clunky. It's probably Obliterate Death Strike just to get a clean hit, but I'm a little nervous we're gonna get hit really hard here. Would love to see maybe like a School Teacher, something that's good for the Death Strike to hit. Oh, Hero Power's probably even better. Yeah, that's fine. We like Hero Powers a lot. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Obliterate, Death Strike's good. We'll kill the Chiller and the Slither Spear. I think those are the potentially most threatening. One might argue the 2/4 is more reliably threatening than the Slither Spear. Turn 5 is not a lot of spells. Yeah, they did just discover a spell though, so we know that's at least a 2/3, right? No, this is better. Okay. 28. Yeah, we're definitely on the back foot, man. School teacher next turn's probably okay. I need to get corpses for this freaking vampiric blood soon. Unless there's just a really juicy death strike target. I think I gotta do that. Would be nice to Bran it, but we might be able to grab a Noggling that's really good with Bran, of course. Oh, the list I'm looking at with Slither Spear does not have that. Was that? Oh, that's discovered. Yeah, okay. Oh, that I thought that discovered. Oh, it's Frost Rune, not Frost Spells. I just assumed, but of course. All right, this is fine. Let's try to play for a good curve here. I would love like. Yeah, I'm gonna play that now. That's for sure getting played right now. No question. I was gonna try to play for something with Bran, right? But this removes potentially a lot of damage anyway, so it's fine. Let's not hit that. I probably would if we were going into 7 for the Frostworm's Fury, because I'd be afraid it wouldn't get to attack in a while, but oh, Frigidara is a good excuse too, though, if it hits Frost, which it always will. And it dies anyway, huh? It's a great Death Strike target, though. And we can Vampiric Death Strike here for a monster swing. Huge health gain back. Now we think about Frostworm's Furies. We think about the Sarians. We think about value off Lady Death Whispers. You don't think too much about these, probably. I think we think about Bran School Teacher here. We could arguably, though, save that until we get at least one Noggling in the pool. Astalor here seems pretty cool. Honestly, Mograine here seems kind of cool. Yeah, Bran Astalor is also kind of cool. Because 2 Astalors in the future is a lot of armor gain, which we like. But I also could just gain the armor next turn, too. I'm gonna do this, I think. This is a little bit less exciting, but... oh, I can't gain the armor. I can't gain twice armor if I do it next turn, but it's fine. 2 Astalors is still good, too. You know what I mean. I think I kind of like this better. I mean, part of me is thinking about Mograine because I want to end the game, but I think the Astalors can end the game. I think I just like this, okay. I hate giving them more cards as well, but I like this together next turn too, and potentially this as well, right? We'll have to think about it. If there's a big threat on board, I'd probably go here. If there's not a big threat on board, I might just go for the double Astalors, because I think the Astalors both keep the board in check. If I'll just play one on 9, you know? It doesn't even have to be on turn 10. Just keep the board in check and like set up 8/8s and stuff. That's not a bad game plan sometimes. This is a pretty nasty board. Glacial Advance at the end of the turn, huh? That's surprising to see. I think I would have kept those in hand potentially for a Death Whisper later. I don't know. I think it's got to be this. That board's scary enough. I want to find a good play for the School Teacher here. Corpse Explosion only deals 1 here. Could Hero Power first, of course. But I think we don't want to wait too long on this. Let's get this going. So really looking to something to answer the 6/2 or just gain a ton of life. Either one, kind of the same difference. That answers the 6/2. That's good. Okay. Yeah, none of these gain a ton of life, unfortunately. Ugh. Gaining corpses is useful for Corpse Explosion, though, later, I guess. I don't know. That's really not my favorite, though. If I get 2 2/2s out of this, I think I should, right? It should do overkill and then get 2. Yeah, nice. Let's go ahead and hit this in case of the freeze landing. Just might matter a little bit. Who knows? Minion's probably not good for a while. Okay, that's the freeze. Yeah, that's fine. If they leave the Bran up in particular, okay, that makes more sense. Hitting the Bran, I think, is smarter, but it also saves me life, which is good. Bran putting in a big heal here accidentally is awesome. That's really cool. So, we can just wipe all this out if we want with Explosion after a Noggling. That's 7, and then maybe finish on a Blood. Start on a Blood, doesn't matter. Trog's gonna go away anyway, right? Probably do this first so we don't draw a 2/2 that just gets killed. I like this. I think this is one of the wider boards we're gonna see again, so this makes sense to me. Scorpid's no big deal, one way or the other.
Pick me! Pick me!
Okay. Sure. Oh, you guys had the same freak out I did about not having enough corpses, right? But the board solves it, thankfully. Listen, though, I'll tell you the truth. I had the exact same hesitation, so don't worry. I was thinking the exact same thing, guys. We were all on the same page. Maybe we just kill this twice. I think it's fine. Yeah, let's obliterate and asphyxiate this with the Astalor on board to hopefully absorb some hits here. Again, I don't hate the Mograine here. If I'm ever going to play a Mograine, this is probably the turn to do it, honestly. I need the game to end at some point. Oh, yeah, Hero Power is better than Obliterate. You're right. Yeah. Hero Power is better. I need the game to end at some point, and this makes the Astalor really scary for them. I think with the few cards they have in hand, no Death Whispers, I think we're okay on this being an onboard threat as a 3/1 basically. Love the Mograine getting hit. That's good news. I think it might even encourage them to trade it too, which is nice. Even more things that aren't hitting my face basically. That's a freeze. That's fine. We can obliterate, asphyxiate through this stuff, no problem. Or just asphyxiate hero power. Astalor is really good too. Okay, we're looking good, I think. I'm feeling safe-ish. Every game is scary always. That's the moral of Hearthstone, but feeling all right. We want these on board so we don't take face damage. I mean, I don't think it'd hurt us too much, but I prefer not to, frankly. They're 22 with a 14 damage in board and 12 here, so they have to actually resolve this board or they're gonna die. It shouldn't be too hard for them, but the good news is it shifts their focus and maybe their damage. Indeed, shifts their damage into my minions, which is, of course, wonderful news. Are we just gonna play an Astalor here to get an 8/8 down, right? I think that's totally fine. Just get the 8/8 and really put them on the back foot. They've played both natural Frostworm's Furies, so I mean, this gets really close to setting up lethals too soon. They're down to 10. It does set up lethal. We don't kill this. They have to deal with this, yeah. And we're at 25, so it's great. Hey, Phelan, dude, thanks for the Prime sub. That's gotta hit a minion. Oh, or or the honorable kill too. That's fine. The fancy concede, as we call it. Hey guys, 9 wins, dude. Yeah, bringing it back from the 2-2. Yeah, this was a crazy 2-2 run. Yeah, couple absolutely harrowing defeats, and somehow we're up to 9, man. Hey, Cryobite, man, thanks for the 34 months. Subbing because I'm beyond addicted to YouTube. Oh, thanks, dude. That's really nice. That always surprises me to hear stuff like that. I think of myself as like background noise. To hear that any of you are really actively enjoying the videos always, it kind of weirds me out. Not in a bad way, but like surprises me. I'm like, well, who's watching me? How are you watching me? That sounds so boring. Like I think I'm too boring. I don't know.
The Lich King versus the Lich King.
So I appreciate that. I'm not trying to be like a humble brag guy either. I just, it really is kind of weird to think about that. If you thought about that for yourself, you think the same thing, I promise. Okay, so Frost seemingly becoming more and more prominent as we get deeper into the run. Do we think this is going to be Frost again? I like these against Unholy. Bran is a little greedy kind of no matter the matchup, I think. Theatar is probably the same. If we're going for a blood v blood, I think I care about Mograine and Patchwork as much as anything else, and a lot of Discover cards. So the Discovers here probably still meet my needs. Let's just try these two. I think this is a good little low-cost starter hand of sorts. I feel like having the Chill Fallens has been so important to give us great decision points. Having 2 cards there is so nice. They're playing a card. It's definitely Unholy, yeah. You saw them fingering that card right off the bat. He's fingering it, Regis. Fingering the card. I gotta think of a new word for that. Hovering? He's touching the card. He's... I don't know. I gotta find a new word. Fingering's not the right word. I know that. Confident that that's the wrong choice. Hand's clunky right now, man. I mean, thankfully we have some minion speed bumps, but I'm really worried. This is an incredible start for them. Really need to find a blood boil or some kind of answer here. Happy to see them trading a little, but how scary is this about to get? Oh, very scary. It's gonna be a 3-3. Darin's not even that good here. Vizier is potentially very good. We need to hit a good card here. Yeah, it's probably Deathstrike, but it's a little slow, man. Next turn, I don't have anything really to do with it is the problem. I'm not feeling good about this, guys. We're way behind. I desperately need a Blood Boil, man. Pandaren can't hit Blood Boil. Hero Power Deathstrike might be decent. We can kill the 2-3. Maybe trade in my 2-4 if it's alive, but it looks like it's going to die. I would have thought about going face with all that if I was them, but they're probably really worried about a Blood Boil hitting right on time. Oh, Muncher's so slow, dude. Dude, Grave just murders me here. I'm just giga dead to Grave. I think I have to Hero Power this turn. We have an important decision point right now, guys. Like, killing the 2-3 is arguably better long term, but I might just need to save the health by killing the 3-3. And saving that health might buy me a little bit more time to find my removal. Now, I also think I have to Hero Power this turn to get up to 3 for a potential Corpse Explosion top deck. This is a really tough decision point. Like, what is this? Actually, let's just do the math. It's 9 and 5 is 14, 15. No, this actually goes 17. I literally almost have to. I mean, I'm healing, so I don't, but it's close. Oh, maybe this instead, you think, for the damage? Yeah, that's an arguable point as well, since it buffs this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to play for a top deck, basically. We're so far behind, I think I have to play for my best case scenarios. That's worse for a Blood Boil, for the record, but it's better against Hero Power and a little better over time, potentially. It also gives them a corpse. They get an extra body. So there's a couple reasons that's game, right? That's... maybe not. I did heal. Is that not quite game? But now Corpse Explosion doesn't clear, so that's game effectively either way. I don't have... Oh, does Blood Boil heal enough? Dude, that is such a clutch hit. Oh my god. Dude, we hit the Blood Boil, but it's not enough. We're dead. Oh my god, dude. No, that's so gross. The magic shell's so brutally good. Oh, so close. So see, the arms dealer versus the footman, you can see how that kind of backfired a little bit. I think it was probably still correct, but backfired a little. Man, this hand just didn't hit what we needed, really. I don't know that we had what we needed. Like, a Heart Strike is probably the kind of card that would have kept us in the game a little longer, but at least we lost quick, right? At least it was, they weren't dragging it out on us. All right. Great run, guys. 9 wins is crazy. Pulling up, yeah, 7 in a row there at the end too is really cool. All right. Would have been cool to get to 10, but still going to be some great rewards. 16 packs, 400 gold, and 400 dust. So effectively cost, you know, if you spent 1,000 gold, you spent 600 gold to get 16 packs and 400 dust, which is really great. But again, not expected. Still don't recommend this for anybody. Still way too unreliable. All right, let's go quick here. It's getting late. I still got to play a little Marvel Snap after this. It's getting late. Can we get a legendary out of our 16 packs? Not a legendary, but dang, that is a good pack, dude. Only 1 common and a golden. It's a cool pack. Oh, we need 16 packs you don't need. Yeah, the dust will turn into stuff for me. Save me a little money maybe next expansion. Crafting the final few legendaries and stuff, but yeah, pretty unnecessary, really. Okay, good pack again. It's funny in Hearthstone, you know, most cards just don't feel important or significant at all. In Marvel Snap, it's literally every card people are like, oh my god, finally. I don't have any cards. 1 card is so much more significant in that game than here, because there are fewer and they're harder to get. So it's the significance per card ratio is really different. They just have different models. Hearthstone puts out what, 500 cards a year or something, and Marvel Snap's gonna put out like 50, maybe 52. Literally 10 times as many cards in Hearthstone. All right. One last chance. Nothing. Oh, this arms dealer rubbing it in his dirty, ugly little face. Stupid thumbs up arms dealer jerk. All right, guys, that was awesome, dude. Really great run. I'm happy with both of our Brawliseum runs. I really don't know if we're gonna do another or not, but really thrilled to have another great video to showcase there. That said, I'm gonna play some Marvel Snap. We're gonna hop over to Snap instead of Hearthstone. So if you guys aren't into Marvel Snap, no worries. I totally get it. Do your thing. Hop off. Go watch another great streamer. I will hold it against you silently, and I'll be very bitter about it, but I won't say it, so you won't have to feel guilty. Just kidding. I won't hold it against you. Or will I?